Welcome everyone to Gaming Related's The Final Pages, where we play Dungeons and Dragons as a group of people. We're happy to have you. Welcome back, everyone, and also happy birthday to Soren this week. She is no longer a teenager, so good job, Soren. Also, Leon is with us tonight. Let's all look at Leon's face. Let's go to the windows. Leon has been streaming for like 62 hours plus. Can we get a shout out for Leon's channel? As soon as he's done here, guess what? He's gonna go right back to streaming because that's what he does. So happy birthday, Soren. And Leon, congrats on how well your subathon's going. Do you want to talk about it? The highs and the lows?
Sure. First of all, yeah, happy birthday, Soren. We love you, Soren.
Love you, Soren.
Yeah, I've been streaming for, let's see, it was Sunday at 10 a.m. is when I began, and it's been going since then, and it's going to go for at least another 52 hours.
Yeah.
Low point was definitely yesterday, as it was 3 nights of not getting very much sleep at all. I slept for 12 hours last night on camera, but 12 hours last night, so I feel great today.
Yeah.
The wonderful Mimir Gaming is taking over for the channel right now, so I can be here with some of my favorite people doing one of my favorite things, and be here with all of you in chat as well. So, hi, I'm here.
Can I ask?
Would you say
question?
you're head over heels to be here?
Yes.
Head's still a little under heels at the moment.
Can I ask?
Yeah, neither here nor there.
Can I ask?
Yeah.
Is there an upside to doing a Leonathon? I mean, it just seems downright mad.
Or a downside?
Weightless.
I would say
Ethan.
the highest point is feeling undefeated.
Undefeated.
And-
Yep.
Yeah, and the lowest point is really when I let everything get to my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, be careful of
100%.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, to answer your question, by the way, Minnie in chat, why are you like that? I am in a different room for streaming since the Leonathon is being held over on my computer. I'm on my beautiful fiance Arby's computer right now, so that's why things might look a little bit different.
Just 10.
Awesome.
Like he's got pink headphones on, which I
Big
find
headphones.
adorable.
Yeah, that's the thing I noticed first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
so you
yeah.
slept on camera? You
Yeah,
don't.
every
You don't
night
sleep
I
talk, do you?
use my camera. Not to my knowledge, but if I do, I'm sure it's been clipped.
bro, he barely moved. I'm like, is this what it's like not to have sleep apnea? Like he slept still the whole time.
Sleeping,
You
arms
didn't-
crossed.
you didn't-
Yeah, don't think
I
too much
will
about
say that, the other thing that I was personally concerned about, not that I watched him all night or anything like that, just most of the night. By most of the night, I mean like 99% of the night. I actually
Yes.
brought myself to sleep to watch him sleep, and I did so with like intensity, like I didn't blink. What was really curious to me, though, I had to keep a vigilant watch because he has really poor blanket discipline.
Oh.
His
wow.
body is exposed to the monsters that can take him.
Oh, don't
Like,
talk
his
about that.
His feet are uncovered, his limbs are askew, and I'm like, you're begging them. If
You're
my guys
taunting.
watch, they're gonna
Askew.
come like right now.
Yep.
That's,
Yes.
You know what? Thank you for that, Giggles. That's actually one of the things that I've learned is actually the greatest advertisement I could get for the Leonathon is yes, when I sleep, my feet are uncovered.
Wow, you monster. That's why. It's
Oh my
because
God.
you're a monster.
No,
This is why
he's
you
not a
suffer from
monster. The
nightmares.
monsters are going to get him.
Yeah.
That's the
No.
point.
He's not afraid of the monsters.
Yeah.
And the monsters are afraid of him.
Would you gamble
It's
with
the
your
toes.
life?
It's the
Would
toes.
He
I
already
actually-
has.
Last night, I actually did think that I was being attacked by monsters because my window was like a crack open, and it started raining so hard where I live
Uh-huh.
that it sounded like the whole room was filled with TV static. It was the most horrifying way that I've ever woken up in my
No
life.
way,
I thought
man.
I was going to die.
I've seen the poltergeist. You were lucky.
Yeah.
When it rains super hard, what's that? Isn't there a name for that? Like a monsteroon? Monsteroon? Monsteroon?
He's warming up, ladies
A
and gents. He's
monsteroon.
warming up.
Monsteroon.
Yeah.
A crab
Try it out.
rangoon?
I'll workshop it. I'll come
Yeah,
back next year
yeah.
with a better monster fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't get his daily session of brainstorming puns today, so he's literally
Right.
he's got to lean into it. Yeah.
I-
He's got to hang out for a little bit before he gets there.
Yeah.
I cut up phone books into tiny pieces. I throw them into the air. I snatch a name out of the air and make a pun out of it. That's my whole vibe session.
Hi,
And
Aiko.
then afterwards, you
man.
burn it.
Ooh,
It just catches a light. I don't burn it. It just happens.
There's a sparkle
Today
and a
I've
glow.
created.
The magic diffuses into the air. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, 100%.
Today I have created, and now the moment's gone.
Can we make that a redeem for the halftime show where Giggles just has to not Giggles, sorry, where
gonna say
default
it's
has
not
to where default
I'll do
has
it,
to come
though.
up
I'll
with
100% do it.
with a pun of a word that a user picks. Is that
We
something
can get
we do?
Giggles involved, but
Because
I, think
I
Giggles might
wanna
like the
give
release of
him
cutting
fun.
up the phone book.
I want to give him words, just
Valid.
random words.
Valid.
Giggles throws the phone book to the left of camera, and then it comes and hits me in the face.
Just nails you.
I do want to say one more thing before we get started. Yanye broke the fourth wall with me, and he came over to my studio, and we did pottery. And Yanye is effing good at pottery, like really, really good.
Yeah.
I am
Ooh, can we see
jealous.
some pictures?
Well, I was gonna ask Yanye, do you mind if I post some pictures of us in the studio? Yeah, he totally did get messy.
Got messy. That's the whole fun part.
Mhm.
If you like.
Yenye, during the break, I'll go grab the mug that I made during my bachelor party. It is a monstrosity.
No.
It is. No, it
It's a
goes against laws
monstrosity.
of physics in a way that's insulting. Not like awe-inspiring. It's like, oh, what the hell? Oh.
Go for it. Cool. No, I thought it looked good, and the glaze really covers up a lot of that stuff.
No,
So
the glaze looks amazing. The glaze is the best part. I didn't do the glaze or the handle, which is another great part of my mug. Two best parts.
yeah.
You want to know how I know that? I showed this to somebody, and this this friend of mine, dear friend of mine, goes, "I love the colors." I was like, I didn't actually do that. The handle looks great. You did really good job. I didn't do that either. She's like, you tried. You
made
tried.
the-
And put her hand on my shoulder. That was a legitimate conversation. Directly from a sitcom. My life is a sitcom.
Oh my gosh, that's so awkward. I love it.
You tried. You tried.
All right, players, if you're ready, let me know. Let's find out what happened previously on, and then let's get right back into this. Players, you good?
Good.
Do this.
Let's do this.
So ready.
All right.
Previously on the final pages, an elderly woman appeared in the street blocking our adventurer's path. Mercy, assessing the situation, instantly said, "Absolutely not," and shot the bitch in the face. Immediately vindicated as the old lady screamed the trademark cry of a banshee. After a short altercation, they slayed the beast. Ducking into an alleyway to catch their breath, our heroes patched up their wounds in preparation to rob the Airbnb of a noble. Before they started their assault, Robin stopped to buy some seeds. Who knows why that crazy bar does the things that he does? It probably won't be important later. Later, after ambushing and ganking a few rent-a-cops, Robin casts plant growth on the seeds he purchased earlier. This had the unforeseen and terrifying effect of creating a bamboo spike trap the size of the entire room. The party figuratively leapt on this opportunity by literally throwing several more Paul Blart lookalikes onto the impaling death pit. All of the other part-time security decided to try and negotiate with the newly arrived terrorists, leading to the party stepping into the next room where they were greeted by a mysterious woman, offering the adventurers a job to stop further fighting. Now, back to the show.
All right, and we're back. Let's go here. That way we're back on the map. Okay. No, this looks good, guys. I just need to make some adjustments.
Oh, it's just
I think my computer's a little bit crooked. There we go.
Yeah,
All right.
Straighten it up.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Thanks. We're straight. We're all straight.
We're professionals after all, so let's
Yeah.
get it together a little.
There we go.
We're straight. When was that said?
You're right.
Oh,
You're
no.
right. Sorry.
Wait a second.
I'm not saying anyone is straight or not. Sorry. Okay. Where we last left off, let's put the fight music back on. We're at the top of initiative, but there was a ceasefire, and part of the ceasefire was meeting this woman, and this woman basically saying, "Hey, it's not the first time Hazavix has sent someone. I know what you're looking for. I have a counter offer. And the guards, although they want to kill this ranger who dropped down with them, they're afraid because 2 of their comrades are currently sliding down the bamboo shoots, and they're dead. They're dead. So at the top of initiative,
I
Robin.
imagine that she said they're dead. They're dead. I think that she said that. It was an in-character moment. I heard it. I received it. I internalized it.
They're giga dead.
they're giga dead. So
They're like dead, but not like dead. They're like dead.
yeah, dead
You
means
see 'em?
soul separated from body.
Oof. They're
Okay,
past 3 death saves for sure.
they are beyond their 3. So Christofferson, what are you doing at the top of the round?
Oh, I look up to the sky. I thought we were out of initiative. Oh, and I use my movement to step forward, and then I level my crossbow across the open plate, the area, and I just say, "Start talking, lady." And I hold my action to shoot anyone who's aggressive.
Okay, so what I'll tell you.
But what if I'm aggressive?
I will shoot him. Actually, I don't want to hold my turn anymore. I shoot him.
Hello, Boop the raccoon. Welcome.
All things considered, it's fair.
So, we can be out of initiative if we're out of initiative, and if we go back into initiative, we'll go back into initiative. Camille, I don't know what you're doing, but you need to knock it off. That's tripping me out. So, do you guys want to be out of initiative?
Just maybe. And I set down the crossbow. I go, maybe we time out until we hear the offer.
Let's
and then
time
if
out.
we don't like the offer, maybe we resume initiative in our current initiative order. Because I have
Hard
some cool
disagree. Hard disagree.
cool shit I can do. I can cause a lot of issues, but like I don't want to do that if we're about to negotiate. You know, like I could make all of your minds melt. Like I'm not exaggerating. That's not hyperbole. I would actually do that.
Whatever's happening, stop it. Okay. So,
Robin, hear me out. I believe that we should entertain the offer with a fresh perspective, and if it isn't found to be to our satisfaction, then perhaps a moment to clear our heads would do us good.
you
You
guys,
just want us to re-roll initiative because you rolled low.
we're
I just want to know who killed my cat.
we're out of initiative while you guys
If
are
I
all
were to
talking.
have rolled, it would have been a very good roll by any measurement, and yet still I remain cursed.
Oh yeah, that's true. Got like a 16 and we all rolled above 20.
18!
17. And we all rolled above 20, so this is all in character. We're standing here.
Yeah. Meanwhile, they're like, "Oh my gosh, he's dead." What was his name? I forget. The guy who died. It was like
They all
Rosie
forgot
O'Donnell.
in-game.
Rosie
Game.
O'Donnell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we had Rosie O'Donnell and
Not Paul Blart.
We kept joking that they were rent-a-cops, so I.
oh yeah.
Yeah. So, she will back up and allow you all to kind of enter the room. She hasn't seen the destruction of what has happened with the bamboo forest that you've rendered in here, but there absolutely has been a ruckus and screaming. So she'll back up. She kind of puts her.
It's been a ruckus.
She'll put her quill down.
There's absolutely been a ruckus.
There's been a ruckus. What's
I-
wrong with
before I-
ruckus?
Straight
That's
tomfoolery.
a ruckus seems like a Dungeons and Dragons term, don't you think?
Yeah.
yeah, for the wholesale
disturbance,
murder that's
yes.
occurred. Like,
It's
for bamboo force impaling people. Ruckus is the word I would use.
We just
defense,
all the
like-
it's
these
advanced
shenanigans all the
slapstick.
time.
Advanced
In her
slaps.
defense, I'd like to imagine that what she heard from the other side of that door was Tom and Jerry style, like pots falling, like Wilhelm screaming, like
Yeah,
just
A
pure
cat
cartoon
squealed. Yeah.
chaos.
Yeah.
I did
Yeah.
squeal like a cat during that
Yeah.
fight.
The rear. Yeah. True.
I'd like to, before I enter the room, I go, hey Ham, I'm going to use my brain-melting mind powers to strengthen your legs. And I put my hand to my head. And I say, go ahead, bud. You now have the strength to jump mighty heights.
All right. I leap. I leap with much strength and vigor, knowing that I am strong with his magical mind powers.
And I look threatening at everyone as soon as he does it. I say,
Am I-
watch
am I-
yourselves.
He's like,
Am I able to get up
"Oh,
all right, or
we had 3 attack
good?
of opportunities. You could have used. Okay. Yeah, you
mean,
make it up.
Unless they
Technically-
want to get
technically
shot.
you can?
Because Mercy's standing right there,
Yeah.
just
No,
taunting
it's cool.
them, holding.
It's cool.
But no.
Holding
but,
her gun.
But technically, you don't have the jump strength to get there because the bamboo takes 4 feet of movement for every foot of movement.
Oh no.
You're
So
right. You're right. The only
technically-
way through that. You're right. You're absolutely right. The only way through this is murder, and I would like to shoot the person in front of me.
Please stop.
Okay.
I can't.
I
get
am
to
gonna
you, so
allow
if
that.
you
I rolled
die-
an 8.
Okay. I'm gonna allow that, but first, I'm
Sorry, I
gonna.
mostly did that just for Mercy.
Yeah. First, we're gonna talk to this fine lady about the ruckus.
If you
Yeah,
don't
fine's
die, Ham, if you don't die, I will kill you.
Hey, Ham. I'm gonna
Yes?
message you about something interesting that I don't want to derail things for, but I can help. I can help.
I'm with you. I'm with
Okay.
you.
So,
Hey, Mercy, I'm gonna message you about something different.
Okay.
so who goes
Am
into
I?
the room?
I'm gonna message you back.
So who's in the room with her?
I'll go in.
Who done it?
I stand on the table.
Okay.
I
Nice.
kick, ink pots and books aside as I walk because there's not enough room for everybody, so I make room for
Yeah.
myself.
I was writing that letter. You won't mind moving your feet off of that? She tells you.
No. Of course. And I move my feet to kick her letter
Oh,
over the railing down below. Yeah.
that's very rude. Very rude. Anyone else coming in here?
Yeah, I'll come in.
Okay.
Take me a minute, but I'll get there.
Okay.
Bye, Ham.
Yeah. So
Don't start anything you can't finish, okay, bud?
Are you gonna be climbing the bamboo, or are you just gonna stay there? Because the guys will be like, "So they kind of left you down here with us, huh?" Except there's that shade. Never mind. There's that creepy shade. Okay. So
So,
yeah.
all right. Are we doing me, or are we doing the?
We're doing
like,
them first. But
them first. Got it.
yeah, and then we'll come back to you. So here's what we'll do.
Perfect.
She'll say, the name's Arato Astunia. And it's not the first time that Hazavix has sent his goons after me. We're not above the Thieves Guild. This is the city of thieves, after all. One deal gone bad, and he holds his grudges. I'm not even mad seeing this caliber, and she kind of leans over a little bit and looks down, like through the doorway to see like bamboo shoots coming up. This level of magic users. And then she's gonna lock eyes on Mercy. And Mercy, I need you to make an insight check.
Okay.
A 10.
Go ahead and finish what you're saying. At some point, I want to do something early in the conversation rather than later in the conversation. You let me know when that's a good time to do that thing.
Do you want to read her
Continue.
thoughts? Is what's happening?
Yeah, no, I do want to read her thoughts, but I'm gonna telepathically speak to each person in the party, and I'm going to say, hey, just as a reminder, y'all, I can read her thoughts. But only for a short period of time. So, you let me know when I should start doing that by simply clearing your throat. Just a little. How did I do that with my mind? How did I make that noise with my head? And I just start going on a monologue.
She like snaps her fingers. Are you listening?
I'm like shaking my head.
Like, get out.
Reaching up to touch my ear.
That's kind of crazy, right? That's not a sound I can Make
just-
it.
As she's talking, I
brain
just turned to
cough.
glare down from on top of this desk. I turned to just stare down, very like irritatedly at Robin, who was just standing there. I imagine looking very just existent, right? Like he's not doing anything, but I'm just glaring at.
So I respond and go, that was my bad. I'm so sorry. Sometimes I forget that this is on. And I just haven't turned it off, and I go for a little bit longer, just like that.
So you don't notice anything more than the hesitation for just a mere moment, Mercy, as she says, "Magic users." Her voice inflects just slightly, and she says, "I'll tell you what. You're here for probably the nesting doll." She eyes Mercy for a moment, and then looks at the rest of you. "I'll give it to you. It's yours. As a matter of fact, I know the person who wields it as we speak. All I ask in return is a small favor. As mercenaries, which it looks like that's what you be, I think I have an offer that you can't refuse."
He's gonna kill our horse. Oh, has nobody ever seen that?
The horse head?
Godfather.
Yeah,
nobody-
yeah. We've seen Godfather. Yeah,
You come to me on my daughter of my father's
daughter,
wedding.
the daughter.
My father's
I-
That's at least how my acting troupe used to perform The Godfather. I don't remember all the lines.
Oh, Robin Christopherson. Why?
Do I have your attention
Oh.
then?
Yeah, you got our attention, but let's also have it be heard. You might have an offer we can't refuse, but you also don't really have an offer we can trust. I just want to say she did just tell us, yeah, I know the nesting dolls when not like 30 seconds ago. She was like, what nesting dolls? So I just want to throw that out there before she proceeds.
I do remember that. But that was from a previous session, so maybe there's an incontinuity. Maybe it's a
Stop it.
continuity flaw.
Stop reading my
No,
thoughts,
no,
bro.
She seems
You're not
like
allowed.
she's been able to hold her composure rather well. I would imagine that if she had soiled herself, she would be acting far differently.
You'd have smelled
So
it.
every time there's a continuity flaw, they are incontinent as
The
well.
misses themselves.
Oh, sorry. Were you here for something other than the nesting dolls?
Well, no, it's just earlier we were like the nesting dolls, and you were like, "What nesting dolls?" And then now you're saying, "I know the nesting dolls and where they are and what they are, and that you want them."
You're right. I did show my cards a little bit soon. You see, not too long ago, another group of ruffians came by, sent by Hasovix himself.
I looked down at Mercy. She just called us ruffians. I don't know that I approve of that. If anything, we are more scallywags. This is
Yeah,
why
I've
she
been
can
known to
continue.
roughhouse.
I'm not stopping her. I'm just making commentary.
Yeah.
From atop the
We're
desk.
yeah, we're just talking. Keep going. It's fine.
Well, thank you. He says, or she says,
Can I be called a rapscallion?
You would make a wonderful rapscallion.
Thanks.
interesting. She says, his little thieves guild overheard a very important conversation between our family and the king. He acted on this knowledge, and we just cannot have that. So, you take whatever it is that you're here for. I want his ears. Literally. And it has to look like an accident. I believe it's time we sever the relationship between the Estunia family and the Dirty Rollers. And she looks at you, Robin. Pun intended.
Nice. A question for you. You said make it look like an accident or an accident. Are you saying you want us to kill him with an axe?
No, let him live.
Oh,
just-
oh!
Just bring me his ears.
Absolutely not.
Well, do what you want with him. Just bring me.
Well, now
the
I'm
ears.
getting mixed messages.
It sounds like you want to kill him too, which I think is a fantastic idea. But seeing as he just sent you here, don't you think it'd be a little bit fishy if you immediately go and kill him after coming and seeing me?
Why would I care when he's dead?
Yeah, we haven't been really ones to care too much for Fishy.
Well, I ask that you keep it quiet. Keep it subtle.
You just
She hasn't
listened
met
to
us, has she? I don't
You
Not
just
quite our
let-
forte, no.
Yeah, you
I really-
listened to what happened in the next room, right? It wasn't quiet at all.
If you don't mind, I'd like to go take a look. Can I go take a
Oh,
look
it's
at your work?
She Savvy from atop again the desk is just kind of takes a step back and says, "Well, because I believe we may have lost a little bit in context and perhaps in the moment or two that transition between when we entered the door and when we are speaking now. I believe an introduction is in order.
Please.
We are sex jokes and war crimes," and she gives a bow. I will allow you to form an opinion on whether or not you believe us to be subtle.
What do you call it? This is out of character. What do you call it when the name is like an adjective? That your name is sex jokes and war crimes? Like if my name were like Hopper?
A self-fulfilling
hopping.
prophecy.
Yeah. Okay.
Badass.
Yeah, badass. She's like, wow,
Self-fulfilling prophecy.
that's quite a badass name, if I do say so myself.
Which I mean to say, accidents and quiet are not quite what we do. Unless by accident you mean to barrage his home with a dozen cannonballs and explode it with what must be several pounds of black powder. I doubt that we will be subtle.
Well, as long as our name isn't on it, then I think that sounds great. But under all the rubble, again, nesting doll for ears is what I'm asking.
I
Specifically,
pull out a notepad and I begin to
Hazavic's
scratch
ears.
off "Write Estunia" in paint on the floor.
No. That's the opposite of what I'm asking.
Why would you care if your name is on a cannonball? Your name definitely won't be recognizable after we shoot the cannonball.
Well, okay, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. I think that would be a war crime. It sounds like what you're describing is a war crime. The Estunia family
Absolutely not.
does
We're
not
at
want to be
war with
part of
them.
that.
Not really a crime.
Geneva Convention hasn't happened yet.
Oh,
If it happens at night, there is no crime. That's what we've learned.
Yeah.
No crime if there's
Also-
no witnesses.
Also, if you're powerful than the other person, they can't enforce the law, so it's not a crime.
It's really bedlam out there. It's perfect for us, but bad for the rest of you. I don't understand.
Yeah,
why
we
you
are
would live here.
unhealthy. We are unhealthy for the rest of the world.
they are very,
Come to that conclusion.
very powerful people within this city of Windick.
Yeah, there's 5. 1, 2, and he gets...
Hi, Bunny. Hi, Ash. Hi. Welcome in. So good to see you. Okay. Well, this sounds like it's going to be quite the show. Spectacular, even.
Whatever you need to tell yourself. I feel like that's what you're doing. You need to convince yourself. To make clear the position that we're in, you have something we want. You will give it to us, or we will kill everyone in this building, yourself included. What is your offer? Am I clear?
Nesting doll for the death of Hazavix.
Well, can I be
Well-
honest?
Here's the issue with that.
Yeah.
We needed the nesting doll so that Hazvix could do something for us. If he's dead, he's not going to do the thing for us. So that makes your reasoning null and void.
And also, we were going to get the nesting doll and kill Hazavix anyway. So, you're not actually giving us anything. So, we kind of need to sweeten the deal a little bit.
And how would you like me to sweeten the deal? What is it that you want?
I don't know. What do we want? He looks genuinely confused.
Wait, also, looking somewhat confused, Savvy looks down at Robin. We usually don't get this far with them. They usually stop talking, but right?
Yeah, I'm very out of my element.
Mercy
Whoa.
clears her throat.
What's something unreasonable?
And
It's
she looks at
something
you, clearing your
unreasonable.
throat. She goes, yes,
We
you.
want a key to the city.
What is it that you want? And she looks at you, Mercy.
I mean,
Did
at
we,
the moment, nothing.
I'm
Mercy's
sure.
looking at Robin like, read her thoughts, David.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Have you
What was,
cleared your
I'm sorry. What was that?
Mercy has chronic phlegm issues, so she was probably just dealing with that.
Have you
for a
cleared your
moment.
throat? I genuinely
Yeah.
didn't hear it. Oh,
she did. She's did like almost twice. She's like,
She went, Mercy clears her throat.
Oh, I was too busy doing this negotiation.
In my mind, in my mind, this actually happens with Robin.
Yes,
Just like, oh wait.
100%.
I go, was that a real cough or was that just you needing to clear your throat? Is that the signal?
I just needed to clear my throat. Yes.
signal
I
for
wasn't
what?
Trying to get any attention.
No, that's all in her mind. That's all
Oh,
in her
okay,
mind.
okay.
Then I'm gonna read her thoughts.
It is a Robin thing.
I telepathic, so I could do it one time per day without any verbal or somatic components.
Mm-hmm.
So
And-
I just start reading her mind, and I go, "Hup." So you're saying that you can get us some more stuff, but you are in the possession of the nesting doll.
And remind us all, Robin. Does she know this is happening? That you are on the surface level?
No, if I
There's
try
no absolute resistance needed, right?
It says you speak. Nope. Let me actually post detect thoughts.
Okay.
For some reason, I thought it was included in.
It's cool. I
that.
just needed to know that. I just need to know if she knows it's happening.
Holy crap.
So detect thoughts for the duration. You can read the thoughts of certain creatures when you cast the spell, and as an action on each of your turns until the spell ends, you can focus your mind on one creature that you can see within 30 feet. If the creature has low intelligence or whatever, it doesn't work. You initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature, what is most on the mind at that moment. As an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature or attempt to probe deeper.
Okay. Okay. Very good.
But it only says that if I probe deeper, they know I'm there, because it says if the spell if it succeeds, the spell ends. Either way, the target knows that you are probing into its mind, and unless you shift, so it's only the probing that
Got it.
notifies him.
Okay.
Typical.
Typical.
They always catch the probing.
Okay. She is going to then say to everyone, very well. I think if you're not really asking for anything else other than
Well, my
You came here
previous
for-
question. My previous question was, you actually have the nesting doll.
now, when you jump into the surface level, the first thing you're going to notice or see is her walking through the house, a layout of this floor. And just down the hall and to the right around the corner is an office space. And in the office space is a very well-dressed person that is has a very nice cut beard, a mustache that curls up around his nose, streak gray hair, wearing very nice clothes of nobility. You see the nesting doll on the table in front of him, and you see that the room is surrounded by books, a mini library, a personal library, and you can also see that she is connecting the nesting doll to Mercy. You see that the nesting doll is identical to Mercy, with the blue hair, the baby face. Although this nesting doll looks slightly younger and more polished, like porcelain, than Mercy, but you absolutely can pick it out pretty quickly.
So the person in the room is, you said, connecting? Like they're doing something to it, or it just
No.
looks similar?
No, so the person in the room, the man in the room, stands looking at the nesting doll, but the nesting
Okay.
doll looks like Mercy.
Okay. And then I say, I mean, what's to stop us from just taking the nesting doll? Obviously, we faced your guards out there. It doesn't seem like you have any security at all on that thing. And I'm trying to direct her to maybe reveal any security measures she might have. It's the direction I'm leading.
She will say, "You're absolutely right. If you've made it this far without any resistance, really, then yes, you have us beat. We are at your mercy. Sex jokes and
You said the
war
thing.
crimes.
You said the thing. We're at your mercy.
and
hit him
then
with the outro. Let's go. Have a good
Yeah.
night, everybody.
now you
That
will
means everyone has
Roll
to die
credits.
now.
Hmm.
you will get a flash of the books in the library. A pulse. Hey, Blue Diamond 41, thank you for the follow. Welcome to our
Blue.
show.
Hey.
Nice to see you, Blue. Do you know Leon? It sounds like you know Leon.
Yeah, we know Blue. We know Blue.
We know Blue. Okay, cool. Welcome, Blue.
Wait, so you're saying that this person who just followed us, Blue Leon? No,
Oh,
that's
no.
a different thing. I meant
New.
to try to do new. I meant to try to do new. I meant to
You
try to
could
do
have just
new.
gone for. You're saying you knew Diamond 41, but that's.
Oh no! I meant something. Oh no!
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, Blue. Sorry about
There
that.
it is.
Yeah. That's what
There it
happens when
is.
you workshop out loud.
Why do
Oh, I'm so sorry,
Why?
Blue.
Why are you the way that you are?
Why do I assault everyone who tries to support us?
Yeah. So you're going to see that those books in that room, basically a glimpse of them whenever you say, this is it. Like you won't have anyone else protecting you, just these Paul Blart mall cops. She's going to say, you're right. So if there's nothing else I can give you, then the nesting doll's yours.
Well,
I'll show you to it.
What kind of resources do you have? Like, what negotiating leverage do you have? I mean, if I ask for a yacht, is that too much or too little? You know? And I just want to hear what her thoughts are.
She walks up to the desk and reaches around Savvy's leg and grabs a piece of paper and hands it to you. And she says, "We are the Estunia family. We're the nobles of the Western Lafate Kingdom. We're here on errand at this wonderful Airbnb. And yes, if you want a yacht, you may have a yacht, considering..." And she kind of looks slowly up Savvy's body to her eyes and says, "Considering death's at her door, whatever you wish is yours."
Oh, okay, guys, quick workshop something that you want in return for the ears of that one guy.
Are you doing this internally or externally?
No, I say it out loud. I kind of say like, "What do we want?"
Okay, let's
There's
cut.
no wrong answers here.
Let's cut over to Hamish. Hamish, they leave you to your own devices down in the bamboo shoots. You hear the group is still kind of screaming because two of their comrades have fallen. And then they're going to say to you, "So, what is it that you're even doing here? Who are you? Why have you done this to us?
Before I answer any of your questions, which one of you killed my cop?
They all look around. We don't know. We just started blasting. There's so much going on. It could have been any one of us.
Which one looks weakest?
Probably the one with the hunter's mark on him.
Perfect.
Nice, Minnie. Of course he clipped it. So what are you doing? You're shooting him?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, zero hesitation, no doubts.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's going to move out of the way and he's going to say, well, we're not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with us. And it looks like your friends are a little bit busy speaking with the Estunias. And
because the soul of your dead friend is helping me out behind you.
yeah, so Savvy, how is your connection? Does it act on its own? Are you looking through it? Do you know what's going on?
It does act on its own.
Okay.
It doesn't have any direct relation to me, but it acts on its own, and
Okay.
it is controlled by me. And with Savvy leaving it kind of to watch over Hamish, I think it has some relevance in this.
Okay.
Agreed.
Well, what you're going to see, Hamish shoots first, misses as it
Okay.
goes wide into the bamboo shoot, and then
Uh-huh.
they are going to attack him back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have...
But I do
Oh,
get 2 attacks. I do
But he
get,
does get-
but I get the second one.
Gets 2 attacks, and then he gets ultimately the shade that would come into play.
Okay.
And there's a beautiful ability that the shade has. It's called Cloak of Shadows.
Okay.
And what it allows is that it can envelop a creature. That creature cannot use actions until the end of its turn. This creature subsequently shares the shade's amorphous shadow stealth and sunlight weakness traits until the end of its next turn.
Okay.
So,
here's what we'll
the
do.
amorphous ability does is it makes it so that it can move through a space as narrow as 1 inch without squeezing. Shadow stealth means that in dim light or darkness, it can take the hide action, the creature, as a bonus action. It also improves its stealth bonus to +6.
Okay.
So it's gonna make him real slippery and real sneaky.
I need Hamish and the Shade to roll initiative.
All right, let's do this. Well,
Okay. So here's what's going to
Did they
happen.
roll a 7?
You
did?
pop off 2 shots as quickly as you can.
Please tell me the second one.
And then we'll be at the top of initiative. So go ahead and
Okay.
attack again.
Oh, sweet. Okay, yeah. I'm not gonna sharpshooter this time.
Okay.
I need the extra +8s.
Okay. And they both miss.
Sorry, that one was initiative roll. There's my freaking.
That one misses as well. Okay. Now, seeing as Hamish attacks, now it's the Shade's turn. So the Shade does its thing.
Yeah, it would use its action to. So seeing that Ham looks like, forgive me, Toxin the player. The Shade would
You're good.
evaluate Ham's position to be really fucking dire and desperate, and wondering what the fuck he's doing. And subsequently would kind of just squeeze its way through the bamboo and go to give him almost like a weird, nasty hug, as it will attempt to envelop him.
I accept the hug of death.
Nice.
It's gonna hug him then.
It's cold.
But
Yeah.
it doesn't, it doesn't like, it's not hostile or anything like that, but as it goes to envelop you, it will feel eerily numbing. It'll be like all of a sudden you can't feel your skin. You don't know where you know that you're still you, that you exist, you're not dead. But for a moment at least, you feel like you're not really there.
So like my dad's disappointment.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
subsequently. But that's
disappointed.
very much is there. Like for real though. That's
Yeah.
concrete. That's eternal.
Yeah, I am disappointed.
Okay.
So, I'll send you what that means, but basically, you're gonna until your next turn, you're gonna be amorphous, have shadow stealth, and also sunlight
Okay.
weakness. But I don't think that's gonna have relevance.
All right.
Okay. And now it is your turn, Hamish.
So,
We kind
I'll
of did
send
out
this
of
to
order. I already did my turn at the top of the round.
but you would be able to take bonus action. Look at it that way,
You're right. You're right. Okay.
which would
Yeah.
be a bonus action hide with a +6 to stealth.
Taco Bell.
Also,
Can
I
I
don't
have
know
that
how
as a
the
bonus
DM
action?
would.
Do
What's
what?
that? You can with this ability.
Oh, sweet.
That's what I'm saying. Aside from that, I don't know how the DM would rule this, but there is a feeling and an argument that I'm going to make just on behalf of the Hamish that is being triple ganged right now. That it kind of sounds like Amorphous would allow him to move, maybe with a reduced penalty within the bamboo field. I don't know. It's not mechanically there, but I'm going to make the rule of cool argument. I feel like it kind of works. Like, could you really stop a shade with bamboo? I don't know. I don't think so. It doesn't seem like that makes sense to me. Anyway, that's my argument for Game's Life.
I mean,
I've
can you
seen
stop a
anime
vampire
where
with a
it can go both
canoe?
ways.
Can you stop a shade with bamboo? Eh? Thank you,
Oh.
Robin.
Hey,
I'll be here all.
Okay, that's
I
let's
won't be
see
here
what
all
else
night.
we can do. Do you think
This
there's
Dirty
more
Rose is half
rhymes that
Mexican.
are also true?
Maybe. Let's ask
If I-
Blue,
If I do make it out of this,
our newest
Blue?
follower.
How about
I will be
you?
killing all
Yeah.
of them.
Okay, so they are going to attack because you shot at them and they said, "Hey, I thought we had a ceasefire," and then the shade thing happens. So what does it mean when I attack Hamish?
Well, I mean, I guess the
Um,
biggest thing would be that if he did indeed take the hide action, it would be more difficult to find him.
So
I'm a sneaky little boy in bamboo.
okay,
I'm-
so
I'm
they have
playing the
to
world's
find
worst
you.
hide and seek.
So make a stealth check.
All right.
And does
With
it?
a +6.
It's with the +6. Okay, where did?
Okay.
Must have been the wind. They're gonna look for you.
All right. So whatever this is, +6.
Okay. Ooh.
Does it add a
Well,
6
it's that-
bonus, or is it instead of his bonus?
It's instead of his bonus, so it'd be
Oh,
that
so
+4.
+4.
19.
So,
Okay. So 19 for the first one, or for your stealth. Okay. Only one of them can find you. So instead of taking 3 hits, you take 1. He says, "Oh, that is sneaky." And then he is going to attack and hit with the 16.
that does hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then with his attack,
Though I will say, to be fair to the other two, they could attack at disadvantage, because it'd be like an invisible. But-
oh, you know what? I really appreciate your honesty on that one, Hamish. Okay.
So much so that they're not going to take it.
yeah, because I'm gone.
The one
This guy's
that
just attacking bamboo.
the one that pokes through the bamboo and hits you is going to do 7 piercing damage.
Yep. Okay.
And then they're going to look. Does the shade, if Hamish goes unconscious, does the shade have,
Bodily autonomy, it sure does.
okay. With Hamish coming out of the darkness and out of the bamboo and falls to the ground unconscious, they're
And I
going
fall next to Syl.
they're going to look at the shade. And now it's the shade's turn.
Yeah. So, well, in light of that, I think we're just gonna have the shade just float up. It's just gonna float
Yeah.
right on up because, functionally speaking, the shade can just move like that. It has a fly speed of 40, so
Yeah.
it goes up.
It's like, oh well, I tried.
Goodbye.
It's just like, well,
I tried.
I mean, it can
Lifts
stabilize
away.
you. That's not something that I don't think it can, but we'll put it this way. If
can
it
the
Okay.
shade stabilize?
If it
I'm
flies
gonna be
away,
blunt, I think even if it could, I don't think it would. I really don't. I feel like it would just be like, well, I tried, but your
What is
bloodline is weak, and so are you, and now I leave.
what
I
is the
bid you
shades?
adieu.
What's the shades AC?
I think it's 15. Let me double check real quick.
Hey, is the shade born from the souls of their dead friends?
Yeah.
Well, they swing and it must have gone right through the shade because it doesn't respond to it. They miss completely. And they're going to say, "Be gone, you devil," as the thing floats up away. And they're going to go and they're going to start looting Hamish. They're going to go through his pockets.
All right, all right.
All right, so we're out of initiative. She is going to then say,
Well,
Do we hear that? Do we know if any of that happened?
"Not
I
yet."
don't mean to be that guy, but I still have to roll my death saves.
I'll get to it. You can go ahead and roll your first one. You rolled a 4. So mark 1 failure. I'll tell you when to roll the other 2.
All right.
Meanwhile,
I hate this game at the moment.
she's going to say, I can show you to the room.
Well, we're still negotiating.
Oh, yes. Yes. What is it that you want?
If I said 50,000 gold pieces for this job, what would you say?
Hey, Joey Boy, thanks for the follow. Welcome in.
Joy boy.
Joey Boy. Oh,
That's
you
a
know
crazy
Leon,
thing to
too.
say.
He looks to Robin.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that
I don't know what that
denomination.
is. I don't know what that is either.
Yeah.
Very
That's fucking
She
wild.
says,
I
50
don't-
grand?
I don't speak Abyssal.
I'll give you a Joy
I
Boy.
do, and I don't understand.
You can have Joy Boy. He's one of a family friend. No, she says,
Is he worth 50,000 pieces of gold?
I don't know. I just met him, actually. He just followed us.
What a wild thing to say. Let's say you're hiring a painter to paint a room, and they say, it'll be about 800 gold pieces, and you're like, how about a child?
Well,
That's what you just said to me.
okay, sorry. Let's rewind. I was saying hi, Joy Boy, Moshpit Puppy. Thank you guys for following, and a friend of Leon is a friend of mine.
Oh my gosh.
Cold Brew Carter,
Wait.
YouTube.
Getting a child and a puppy.
Thank you, Fruit,
Am
for
I
summoning your friends.
babysitting?
She goes,
It does
50,000.
feel like offloading chores onto us. I mean, you have to train them, you have to feed them, and then there's the puppy you have to worry about. I'm not sure what you do with that.
We're already struggling with one dog, and he's kind of.
I would die for that dog.
I know. You.
Wait. I would like to revise, sir. Can you give us pet insurance for our dog? Can that be?
I can
Can that
for
be-
most dogs, but there's a few dogs, doodles,
take him.
Labradors, huskies, and werewolves are off the,
He's none of those things.
Oh,
He's a husky.
He's unique.
okay.
He is-
We are not
No,
asking
he's-
for pet insurance,
He's a
Robin.
100% good boy.
Robin, 50,000 gold pieces. What
Oh.
would you say to that? Let's return to the question.
Yeah. Also, you don't have to say it on stream, but maybe after the stream, I want to know what her thoughts are for that little exchange that we just had.
Okay. She's gonna say,
Yeah, no, I would like to know them on stream.
50,000 gold. I mean, that's more than what we're paying for the next 10 days that we're staying here. But if you came back with us to the Western Lafayette, I'm sure we can work something out. But unfortunately, 50,000 gold is out of our reach.
How liquid are you here? Like, how much gold could you offer us without us getting in a vehicle and going to a second location with you?
Which you should never do.
I'm not going to a secondary location.
Wow, that's a really good impersonation.
That was pretty solid. That's pretty solid.
You will read her mind, and you will see where they keep most of their gold, and it's in what do they call those really big like wall cabinet things?
Oh.
A vault?
Not a vault.
safe?
Wardrobe.
A wardrobe, like in a big wardrobe.
Like the Lion, the Witch, and the...
armoire.
cabinet.
In an armoire. An armoire. They have an armoire with a lot of stuff in it.
Find the witch in the armoire.
In the armoire.
Mm.
Joy Boy, I hope you like here. And you can see that they probably have closer to like maybe 10,000 is what she's thinking. She'll say, I mean, are you looking for work? Is that what it is? Are you looking for work? Or are you just looking to rob us?
No, we are looking for what you are willing to pay so that we do not kill you where you stand.
Hmm. Well,
Do not confuse the situation here. We still have not decided what we are doing. We were sent here to kill you. You are making us a counteroffer. What is your life worth to you?
Okay, 50,000 is not reasonable. You wouldn't carry that around. What about 15? About 15,000. Now it's your turn to haggle.
I can do at most 5,000 for my life. And an
Wait.
armoire. How
Wait,
about
you're
that?
You're royalty, and you only have 5,000 gold pieces in ransom insurance.
We brought as much as we needed to a thieves' city. So yes, that's all
Oh,
we
that's smart. That's really smart,
have.
actually.
It is
Yeah,
very
that
smart.
actually-
Yeah, no, thank
That
you.
makes
Thank
sense.
you. I
Okay.
came up with that.
No.
Yeah.
No,
This isn't our first time staying at this Airbnb. It's not the first time we've been robbed, so 5,000 gold if you
No,
want it.
this isn't robbery. Again, this is you hiring us
Ransom.
for services.
Ransom is what I meant.
If you would like to think of it that way, sure.
Sure. So do we have a deal then? You leave the Estunia family alive.
5,000 and a hat. I mean, like, I want a good hat. Like,
Good
a hat
hat.
befitting a captain. That's what I
Can
would like.
you get us in to have a conversation with Lady Gigi?
It's Lady
Lady
Gigi, and absolutely, why would you want, especially you, why would you want to speak with Lady Gigi?
Why wouldn't you want to speak with Lady Gigi?
Because Lady Gigi is the head mistress of the Kilgore Community College, and
I think that we've confused the moment. Why do you think it's your business to know ours?
I thought we were friends. We are making
We are not.
proper introductions.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You never thought that.
She looks over at you. And-
what were the thoughts? Did she ever think we were friends?
Damn it.
You didn't think that. And I say with a smirk, a knowing smirk to Camille. You didn't think that.
She does not think that you're friends. Now, here's what you gather in her mind. You gather, default player, that she is not scared, and you are gonna see different flashes of times when, you know that SWAT team meme where people crashing through the windows and like break pottery and
That's one of
stuff.
my favorites.
Yeah,
FBI,
So-
roll up.
this has happened before. They have been robbed, and
They've been swatted.
they've
Yeah, I
been
get it.
swatted before. They've been doxxed. They have never been killed. The Estunia family is so powerful that they just don't fear that. And most people in the city, at least this city, know not to mess with the Estunia family. So you catch that arrogance of like, yeah, fine, rob us. You know, it's just things.
You'll see a confusion kind of wash over Robin's face where he thinks to himself. He doesn't say this out loud. He goes, "What a weird brag. I also have never been killed."
Yes,
can
protect
never
all my
die.
pottery. Yeah.
So I go,
That's-
okay. Here's the final offer. Final offer. We want
Final.
5,000. We want the materials for a mobile forge.
A mobile
We want-
forge.
Like a forge you can move from place to place, like small
Oh,
enough
yeah.
to lift, maybe with a briefcase handle.
Yeah.
We want a captain's hat. We want a cool sheath that is shaped in the shape of a scythe.
I can make that.
Mhm, mhm.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Camille, you want something else? You want like a cool headband, or
Can I have a hat that is distinct from Savvy's hat, but also cool, but in a different way?
It's two hats. Two hats.
So
They're
two-
different.
okay.
They're not the
Fine.
same, but two
Fine.
hats.
5,000 gold pieces 2 hats, one of a markedly lesser quality, and then a mobile forge. I would like my hat to be an even lesser quality, but I do want it to be taller.
Okay. She once again walks up to the table and she is going to reach through your legs again, Savvy, and she's going to grab a parchment and then she's going to begin to write. And you see there's now 5 columns, and every time she moves to the next column, she scribbles out the changes, and she's making little notes. And she goes, "Okay, yes, a 130-gallon fedora for you. Yes."
Yeah, that sounds great.
A 30-gallon fedora.
And then she says,
Oh,
"Cold Pit
I
Boy."
got.
Yes.
my
Yeah,
gosh.
you, please.
Yeah. Okay. I have another request because one of our friends isn't here, but I know something that he would want. Could we get the materials, expensive materials, to create armor for perhaps a cat of some kind?
I guess.
Armor for a cat?
Alternatively,
Yeah,
we would.
but the materials, like something fancy.
Mm.
Yeah. Or alternatively, could we just get a really big cat carrier?
Keep on terp.
Something that is like airplane safe and TSA approved.
Yeah, she makes the 7th column. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
great.
Should
And
I-
as I'm
should I
reading her
still
mind-
ask Hamish what if he
Oh,
wants.
That's a good question.
Hamish, I need another death save, please.
As I'm
Gotcha.
reading her mind though, does it seem like she's willing to pay us for these things if we go kill this guy? Is she
Hamish,
willing?
okay. Got it. Go ahead and mark that. Hi, Kipo.
You
So
did private, you bastard.
he did. He did. And I wasn't gonna I was gonna try to show you guys. Okay. She seems willing, yes.
Okay.
She looks at you, Camille, and she goes, so I understand that your group name here are Sex Jokes and War Crimes, which is a badass name, might I say so. But what is your name specifically?
Badass.
Yenye says, everyone hydrate, please. Thanks, Yenye.
Fucking deal.
I don't have hydration.
Oh, you came unprepared. That's
Neither
okay.
do
You're dead
I.
anyway. Why is Hamish
To be fair,
always
I'm
making death
unconscious.
saves when I'm here? Yeah.
At some point, I'd like to poke my head out the door and say, "Ham, do you want anything? We're making offers. They are currently dealing with the terrorists." And I'll let Cam have Cam's moment.
I'm glad you're having a good time, kid. Welcome. So, yes, you. What is your name, cowboy?
Why?
That is because I want to get to know, again, who's holding
His name's
This
Why.
list-
You heard him.
ransom. The hats, the forge. I mean, it's just peculiar. I don't know. I just want to know.
No. Don't listen. Do not for a moment act like anything that you ask us is going to be for professional curiosity. I'm well versed with the Western Lafayette. I know you. I know your people. I know that anything that is said to you, you're gonna use. You have a purpose for. I don't want to hear questions. I want to hear acceptance of our terms.
Robin,
Which
seeing
are
seeing Camille stand up to her, you're gonna see a flash of anger in her eyes as she recognizes him. She recognizes Raph Simmons and Kenneth Martinez and Louisa Finnegan. She recognizes the group of the soldiers that were supposed to be brought here, and she recognizes Camille's papa. So she says, "My apologies. You're absolutely right. If this is going to be a business deal and not a ransom, then you keep your secrets."
Yeah, worth noting
Keep
for
your
everybody that she is from the Western Lafaitte's royal family, and I'm wearing a big golden banner of the Eastern Lafayette Kingdom.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
I'd also like to throw out there, I just double checked the duration on Detect Thoughts. It is 1 minute. It's
Okay.
probably been done
Okay,
for a
I gave you a
while.
lot of info, man. Oh my gosh.
That's all you
Okay.
remember.
But
Yeah.
wasn't it fun? But wasn't it fun though?
I'm just like, I wonder how long, because it feels like it's been going for a while. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. That
No.
was just my bad.
Okay.
That was- I-
So with that, now we're just gonna do insight checks from now on. But so pretend you don't know that last part. She says, "Okay,
No anger.
keep your
Can
secrets."
we incite her anger?
You can incite her anger. Yes.
I'd like to
Mercy's
incite her
gonna go
anger.
check on
I would
Hamish.
actually love to do that as well.
Uh-oh.
yeah, I also poked my head out and said, "Hey, do you want anything? We're going shopping."
Okay. So a couple things would have happened here in the time that you were all talking. You said these people can move 4 feet every 6 seconds.
Yes.
Okay.
No, it's 1/4 of their movement.
One
Right,
fourth
so-
every 6 seconds.
But 30 divided by 4 is 4.
What's up, Lost in the Frost?
I do math.
Okay, so
I don't.
after they stabbed Hamish to unconscious, they are going to make their way out. And I just wanted to make sure
Downtown,
I have.
walking fast.
I just want to make sure I have my math right.
No.
That these 3 would have been able to get out, and these 2 would have also been able to get out. Actually, let's say they
If
are.
you want them to dash, they can move up to like 15 feet
Okay.
around.
Per round. So yeah, since we weren't in initiative, yeah. Hey, Lost in the Frost, welcome in everyone. Okay, so yeah, at that point then you come out to see that the room is cleared. It's still full of bamboo everywhere, and you see Hamish lying on the ground. Hamish, you're gonna see that yeah, Hamish is lying on the ground face down, ass up, the way he always passes out.
Fine.
Kipo! Dude, thank you for the sub.
Use my last spell
Hey.
slot.
Okay.
Or doesn't he have those little berries on him? We could just jump down there and give him one of his own berries.
You jump down there then. You know what? I'm gonna throw a potion at him.
Okay.
Valid.
Kip,
Valid.
thank you for the sub. Thank you so much for supporting us. We love that.
For you, Kippo.
Yeah. You throw the potion and it breaks on the back of his head. And
No, I didn't aim at his head. I'm not that dumb.
Ouch.
well, it doesn't go down his mouth. He doesn't drink it. He doesn't catch it. It just kind of lands
Well,
on it.
his ass is up. I think we all know
Yeah.
how he takes it.
It bounces off the back
It's a
of the
suppository. The whole potion bottom.
I was gonna say enema.
the potion bottle sticks in and you see the liquid draining, but
Less of a bottle and more of a vial. If
speaking of food, no,
Speaking
Weird
of
segue
food,
there.
it doesn't do anything.
Food?
Lost in the Frost
Okay,
just had
yep.
dinner.
Yep,
No,
Whatever
Oh.
floats your boat. Yeah.
it doesn't do anything. Yay, that's a very healthy point.
Okay, at this point now she's worried, but also doesn't want. Fuck it. She'll go around this bend and ties the rope of climbing to the banister and then lowers herself down.
Okay. You lower yourself down. It takes a moment going through just how thick this bamboo is. When you get to the bottom and your feet touch, you're going to see that Hamish is not breathing. He has no pulse. Hamish is dead. She says, well, should I take you to where the nesting dolls are, to the rest of you all?
Guys,
I can't hear her over the thick bamboo.
yes, you can. It's not how that works.
But
you.
she's gonna get me a tall hat. I come out wandering slowly.
What's going on?
Ham's dead.
Oh, we could make time for this. Oh, fuck.
Fuck.
Oh, so
Percy's trying to use the rope of climbing to bring up Ham's body.
Do I maybe have a little bit of fly left? Because the fight was like 30 seconds.
Yeah, it lasts for
How
an
long?
hour.
How long does it last?
An hour.
Yeah, you do.
So yes, 100%.
Okay.
I imagine you've been Superman, like the ballerina
Yeah.
with the feet, just kind of
Yeah.
like 1 foot.
Yeah.
halfway up the-
I'll just fly down and I'll grab. I can see what Mercy's trying to do, and I'll just grab him.
You see, he's got stab wounds. You see that, it was violent, and he must have just passed. His body's still warm.
Well, if you'll excuse me, Abby's gonna step out of the building and look around. She's gonna look around for people.
I was gonna say I would like to fly down towards where I think maybe some people might have gone.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. So you are going to see that are you flying down or just out on the roof?
Because
I was
they
thinking-
were down on the ground floor, right? And there's not like an easy way. There's not like a ladder between the bottom and the top, right?
There's a stairway where I am right now, and so that's kind of where Savvy's going, is down the stairs. Because I would
Okay.
assume that somewhere underneath, like these stairs over here, there would be like some kind of first floor area, I'm guessing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna fly down and then to where I think they might have gone.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
Mercy's gonna find stairs.
So at this point, she'll be out in the hallway too, and she's gonna see the devastation. Zepti, thank you for the sub. Wow, welcome back. Thank you so much. That's awesome. So she's gonna come out and she's gonna say, "Oh my, this is serious." And she sees the dead bodies on the bamboo. She sees that you guys are moving around, you're flying around, that Sav steps out. And then she'll say, "Make it 10,000. And as she says that to you, Robin, Savvy, you go downstairs and you do see that downstairs, you see that more of the guards are in arms and are currently barricading the area. You see that there's about 5 of them, and they all have spears and pikes facing that direction. If anyone's coming your way,
So they're barricading themselves into the room that they're currently in, that I see them in as I come upon them.
so
That's what I'm to understand from that.
let me double check. Let me just double check. So the way that you went,
Like
Let me
as-
tell you something. Let me
Let
tell
me,
you
let
something.
me, let me tell you something.
If I had to communicate the energy of the moment right now to you, Monk, that is the energy of the moment. So, yes, please check.
okay,
Please check.
here's the thing.
Mhm.
Give-
The way that you came downstairs, Stop, guys.
Yeah.
Stop. Please stop.
Oh, I'm not gonna stop.
The way that
We're not gonna sit back.
Here's the thing: I can't stop, won't stop.
the way that you came downstairs, it's the main hallway to the front door. So you see that the stairwell goes down maybe 5 or 6 steps, and then it makes a hard right turn, heading west out of this building. And you see at the bottom of the stairs, not in this current room that has all the bamboo, but at the bottom of these stairs, there are 5 guards that are currently blocking anyone from coming the way that they came, that followed them.
So they're guarding from the bamboo, so they
Yes.
aren't seeing us coming from the stairs.
Oh,
Correct.
So, but they will hear us.
They
So I'd
will
like
hear
to
you.
Think, I mean, I'm assuming. Here's the thing: what are the walls made out of in this building? Is it stone or wood?
It is stone.
Then they're gonna hear the sharp metallic scratch of my sword upon stone as it will precede her approach. She'll be having her saber drawn, that'll just be drawn along the wall as she's making her way down the stairs with very slow, heavy footfalls.
Okay. Which way did you fly, Leon? Or sorry, Camille?
I went down to where Ham was, and then kind of went to look for probably disturbances in the bamboo to where
Yeah.
I think people would have gone from there.
Okay, you're going to find that there is one person hiding, and it is one of the help. Looks like he's dressed in a cook's outfit with a apron, blood smeared across the apron, and he sees you and he says, "Wait, I'm not a guard. I'm not a hired guard. I work here. Please, I mean you no ill will."
Did your kitchen knife touch my friend?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Where'd they go?
Down to the foyer. They're in the front. They didn't even stay to protect it. They're leaving.
No, they're not. And Cam's gonna go the way that he points.
Okay. So you leave the guy on the ground just shivering in fear of what's happening, still trying to make his way through this bamboo. As she looks at the situation, and she says, "I could call off the guard. If you want blood for blood." As she taps on the scroll.
No, it's. I think we got the situation well and truly handled. Also, I can't make those plants ungrow. You're not going to get your security deposit back.
We pay a premium for that. Again, not the first time. Well, the first time someone has spread their seed in our kitchen, but
Yeah.
not the first time
Wow.
we've lost our
my-
deposit.
Typical scallywag behavior.
Yeah.
My nickname in the crew is Seed Blanket. That's my nickname.
Seed blanket.
When we do crimes, so that way they don't know that I'm doing a crime.
Oh, that's
or
the
who I
sex
am.
joke of sex jokes and war crimes. I get it now.
Yeah,
I get it.
I'm Seed Blanket.
And conveniently, you're gonna see the other part too.
Oh, there's a part 2. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm the sex jokes of sex jokes and war crime. If the cameraman would cut over to camera 2, you'll see some war crimes real quick.
Okay. I'm going to move you to this room. And what I'm going to do is right now there's only 2 of you there, but for
Mercy had followed Savvy, so.
okay, good. So then let's put you all there.
I'll just hang back with this lady who's definitely super high level. It's gonna kill me. I'm so scared.
Okay.
Just turn into a monkey again. Beat her to death.
Or
We just
don't.
come
Are you telling me to
back- We just come back and you're ragdolling her like a fucking rattle.
All
That'd
Are
be
you
great.
telling me to go ape shit?
I am.
right, let me move you
Yeah.
guys.
Taller, faster, stronger, brother.
Here we go. Okay, so really it's going to be just you that's not in this initiative. I'm going to put you over here at the table. You can't see what I'm doing just yet, so bear with me. How about now? Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, don't move just yet, please, as I reorient. Okay, what you see before you is you are going to see that there are stairs that you're currently standing on. Savvy, Mercy, and Camille. At the platform, there's a landing that makes a right-hand turn towards the front door. In front of you, at the bottom of the stairs, is a big, large carpet and the 2 front doors. And you see there are 5 guards waiting there. What do you do?
So you said that they were. I'm a little bit confused about the layout then, because you said that when I came down, or that they were barricading the way from whence they came.
Yeah.
Now, realistically, they're not barricading anything I can see other than the front door. Are they barricading the front door? Are they trying to trap us in here with them? Because that could seem like a mentality that they might pursue. I'm very interested if that's the case, though.
I will say that they are barricading the bottom of the stairs so that no one leaves. And if you step down, you could see them clearly down to the front door. Right now, you're just making the noises, and you'll hear them say, "Steady, steady." At first sight, and you can hear the quiver in their voice. At first sight of movement, release everything.
In their minds, they'll hear, "Does that include your bells?"
In their minds?
Yeah, in their minds, telepathically. "Does that include your bells?"
Mercy still has her rope of climbing.
Yeah, you do.
I'm going to use the magic word, go-go, and have it kind of slither out and move forward, so there's some movement.
Oh, like a snake? Like a snaky snake?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Trying to get them to misfire.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll.
Right as to kind of follow with Savvy's noise.
Yeah.
Her scraping of her blade.
Go ahead and roll
Rolling.
initiative. All of yous.
I click my word.
And who has Hamish's body?
I think
Did you leave it on the
where
balcony?
it was. Yeah.
Yeah, we laid it on the balcony.
Okay.
He's part of the bamboo now.
He's just growing into the bamboo. Okay.
If I had to make the blood sacrifice,
question,
though, to
Puck.
be able to roll first in initiative, worth it. Worth it. Too soon? Somebody has to die for me to get first in initiative? Is that what we have to do?
Oh.
Good.
Who's
Oh.
maybe it's just Toxin's character every single time.
Okay.
right,
No.
right before initiative. Just
Okay.
Oh no!
So
I died to make you first in initiative.
Hey,
You
that
did.
That is the greatest gift you could have given me.
God.
okay. So
You embraced me with your
God is
shade
right.
of death, and I died to make you first.
okay. They are going to fire as the arrows, and you're going to see them ricochet off the rope. Does the rope have an AC or HP?
It does.
Okay, it's going to catch 2 arrows in it, and the total damage on it is going to be 7 total piercing from the 2 arrows in this thing, in this rope of yours.
It
AC.
has an AC of 20.
Never mind. And then, as the arrows fly, you hear them scream. One of them immediately bolts out the door. Now it's your turn, Savvy.
So the door is open, you say?
It is.
Well, that changed. Give me a second. I had a plan, but now my plan is different. Give me a second.
Also, which one of our tokens is the real token? Because I have a token on the balcony, or in that room, and then I have a token out here.
You
worry
shouldn't. The
about
ones outside are not yours.
Okay. There's just a guard that looks suspiciously similar to Robin.
Here, I'll delete them. There you go.
Oh, those aren't ours. Wait. Why am I on a table?
I put you on the table because you're not in this scene.
Oh,
But I want you to be
sorry.
able to see what's happening,
I'm
because,
so I really appreciate that. Thank
Yeah,
you. I'm
yeah.
really sorry.
or else you would have just seen a black screen.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use. Let's use the little fly on the wall as a reference for this. But as Savvy comes around the corner, she's gonna look to Mercy as she does, and she's gonna say, "None of them leave. Not one." And in stepping around the corner here, she is going to dig her sword into the ground, and very similar to as had happened historically, her sword doesn't like clang against the stone of the ground, but it sinks into it. And as it does, there seems to be these black striations that begin to lance out from the blade that shoot forward with rapidity that is frankly terrifying, spawning from it a puddle of black ichor that begins to bloom and to glow. And centered on this location right here, Savvy is going to cast Sickening Radiance.
Okay.
So, what Sickening Radiance means is that from that square, there's going to be a 30-foot radius, and everything within that is going to need to make a Constitution saving throw. It will then take the damage if it fails, and if it fails, it will suffer 1 level of exhaustion.
Okay.
Robin suffers
Robin, you're
one
not in
level
it.
of exhaustion.
No, that guard that looks suspiciously like Robin suffers a level of exhaustion. There's a 6th guard in there now.
Only one succeeded. The rest failed, and the one that succeeded was the one outside. So they
One that
all.
looks like Robin screams, "Ouch!"
So
Was
they
he
all
the
take.
first that rolled or the last that rolled? I need to know because I just need to know because it's fucking convenient, sir.
He was the 4th to roll
Interesting.
out of 5.
Interesting. Yeah, interesting. You would think that the 4th one to roll would be like one of these guys here. I don't know. I just mathematically. If you're just like, I don't know. When I go 1, 2, 3, oh, and then this guy over here, he's 4, and then oh, this guy's 5.
It's okay.
Anyways,
Someone's gonna
be
fly
that
and kill
as
him. I'm sure of
may-
it.
Yeah, be that as it may. Yeah, so they'll take 16 radiant damage.
Okay.
And subsequently, they're also going to take 1 level of exhaustion each.
Okay.
Now, it is worth noting that that is an area of effect that persists,
Okay.
and they will have to make that if they begin their turn in the sphere of that.
Okay. Okay. Now, the 2 in the front are very, very bloodied. They were the ones in the previous fight. And they see you, and you just see the fear in their eyes. Anything else from you?
Oh,
Okay.
there's not.
Then it's Mercy's turn.
Yeah, she's gonna go stand next to Savvy and assess where everyone's at.
Yeah?
I've never seen these attackers before, and I'm scared. Says that guard.
She sees the one that is farther away,
Okay.
and she's gonna throw a firebolt at him.
Okay. Do it. It misses as it goes wide. It crashes against the door frame, just splashing in fire, but it doesn't hit.
Well, that's all I got right now, guys.
Okay.
Your poor spell slots.
Camille.
I'm very upset right now, okay?
Hi.
Hi. What you doing?
Is this X the sickening radiance point?
The center point.
Uh-huh.
So that's all the three of us as well now, isn't it?
I tried to place it so that basically the foot of it was right beyond us, so if I need to move that 5 feet, I would. But the idea is that the top of the stairs is not where it is.
Yeah, because
Gotcha.
of the angle.
Gotcha. Cool.
up
I'm gonna
higher.
go into it.
Oh, okay.
What
Oh,
happens?
One of them is approaching us. Oh!
He's got to
And-
make a Constitution saving throw. That's
All
it.
right.
That's
All right.
I will,
bad.
but first I would like to note that as I enter the radiance, as I'm floating towards them, practically unmoving, just still in stature as I float towards them, as I enter the radiance, my limbs begin to elongate, my face goes pale, and my hair begins to float as though in water as I'm activating my form of dread.
Ooh.
My fellow guardsmen, that one looks sick as hell. I think we're gonna die.
The first, that, two, that's fine. Constitution saving throw. 15?
A
You
15.
just save. You
Just
just,
let's-
save.
Oh,
Okay.
I love that for me.
I love that for you too. I'm not gonna lie.
And is that just nothing on a save?
Yeah, it's nothing on a save.
Oh, this is perfect.
I know, right?
Do I, just looking at them, can I, even just one of the ones that was down by Ham, can I recognize them?
You can. It's the bloody one that's directly north of you right now. The one that's on your right.
I will, as I float, I will float as though I'm not looking at him, past him towards this one, and then my whole body will just rotate in the air towards that one in particular.
Okay.
As my arm moves with a flash forward, and I wasn't holding the scythe, but as it's extended now I am, with the blade on the other side of his head. I really don't have anything to say right now. You just need to not be here anymore. And
Wait.
I'm going to attack him.
Wait, let me tell you something. Wait.
No.
Let me-
No.
Please.
No.
Let me tell you something.
I have a family.
No.
I have
That's
kids
nice.
and a wife.
No, you don't. I go out drinking with you every night after our shift. I mean,
No, shut up. I'll
you
baby.
always, you always complain about how you have nothing to live for.
Right before I pull back with the blade behind his head, I'm going to say, Ham had a family. I'm going to just pull.
That
24?
a 24 hits. Yes.
Okay. And I forgot, this next roll doesn't count, but I meant for it to be the form of dread. I forget to click on that one. So
Okay.
this roll is not anything,
Okay.
but this damage is that damage.
Got it.
Wow, that's terrible. Ignore the 6 necrotic. That's just 7 necrotic on 2d10.
That's enough to kill him.
Oh,
He
sick.
goes, "Who's Hamish?" And then he crumples as the scythe goes through him. The rest of them say, "We don't understand. We're just hired guards. Why are you doing this?"
I warned
Whichever,
you.
if
That's why.
tell me who else helped kill Ham, and whoever's innocent can leave.
The two innocent drop their
He knows
swords.
He knows that's not true. He knows it's not true. It's fine. Don't worry about it. He's
Oh,
aware.
I know. I
Hold-
just
hold.
show Mercy a glance like, no.
His
rock
name-
shaped guard also
Him.
drops his sword.
Yeah. He goes, it was him. Dunklin donates. It was him. And Dunklin says, you motherfucker, no, please. And they call out this guy here.
So which
They call out this guy right here, this one, the one that's far away and mysteriously immune to saving throws. That one? That's the one
No,
they roll?
stop. He's not immune. He's just awesome. He rolled a natural 19.
Yeah,
So
number 4 in
who-
the lineup. Okay.
real quick, who is
Yeah.
the one that just dropped their sword and outed the other one?
So this one dropped his sword, and this one dropped his sword, and this is the
Okay.
one that got outed.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna attack this one that's right in front of me.
He's armless. He's unarmed.
Yeah, I know, but just a little glimpse into Cam's head. Cam knows that none of these guys are going to live. He thinks that the way he is going to kill them will be more merciful than what Savvy's going to do.
Okay.
So he's gonna take out the innocent ones because that's the
Aw.
way for them to go.
He says, "I'll watch your husky. I'll totally watch him."
Aw.
Okay.
Wait, why was that an off moment? that was.
Let's be honest. That's as awe as this party gets.
Aw.
Aw.
It's a mercy killing, but not like mercy killing. More like.
But,
12 points of slashing damage.
Okay, that hits. And
12
does 12 points of slashing damage. Sorry, I'm catching up. I'm catching up. I'm like, wait, a 12 doesn't hit. A 12 was the damage. Okay, he goes, ow!
Owie! Oh, ooh, it
Listen, if
hurts.
you-
Wowie.
Ouch!
Ow.
If
Why
you've
did
ever
you
been
do
hit
that?
in the...
It's that
That
Family Guy. It's that
really,
Family Guy.
really hurt.
Ooh.
Anything else from me, Camille?
No, that's it for my.
Okay. Robin, as you're talking to her, she says, they're only going to kill the guards, which we paid insurance premiums for them. Can you please make sure they don't kill any of our family? We do have Estunia in the house.
A commentary on American politics. Welcome to Gaming Related.
Stop. This is in Alira.
This is all highbrow. And I go, couple follow-ups for you there. How will I know that they're your family?
They're not
Where
dressed
is
as
they lo-
mall cops. That's how.
Oh, then they're probably fine.
Okay.
Do
Okay.
you want me to go double check or like?
No, stay with me, please. Shall we continue to go get the doll?
I'm not gonna go with you to a second location by myself.
Okay. No,
We
it's
can-
fine.
We can stay
Hey, don't
here.
worry. My shade approaches you from nowhere. My shade just hovers up beside you.
He's
and
like,
posts
"What's up,
up
bro?"
right next to you.
Oh,
I need you to know this isn't a commentary on you, but I feel less comfortable now. I feel less secure going into the basement with you. Wait.
okay.
so- wait,
you know what?
wait,
It's
you said
totally fine.
there's
It
a-
wasn't even a basement, but no, you're absolutely right. If you'd like, I can give you a whistle. Do you want a whistle?
I love a whistle.
Okay, she gives you a whistle.
Do you want
I
to go to
blow
the
it
She
into
restroom?
brings it
Why?
over to
What's
us.
up there?
You all hear a whistle go off, and it's high pitched. She goes, "Yeah, it
I-
works. It's clean."
I'm juggling while I'm whistling.
Okay.
It's a little tune.
Yeah. you know,
I whistle a little tune. That
was-
and that's my whole turn.
that was a good turn. Okay, it's the guard's
Wait,
turn.
Wait, hold on.
Hey,
There's
so they start their turn?
They start their
in
turn.
the
Wait.
Sickening Radiance? Is that what you're
Wait.
saying?
Wait. For my turn though, I forgot to do this. This is very important. This is very performant. I only got a 10 on my performance, so the whistle isn't that great of a whistle.
I mean, it's not a tuned whistle. It's just a. What was that? Okay, so yeah,
Very
they
bad.
s-
Still hear his voice.
they make a con save, starting with this one. He fails. This one fails.
Uh-huh.
This one fails,
So does the
and
Robin
this
guard.
one succeeds.
Okay. So if they fail, they take 13 radiant damage and
Okay.
another level of exhaustion.
Oh, I'm
Which
so...
means that their speed is halved now, and they have a disadvantage on ability save checks.
Okay. Oh, I'm so tired. Okay. Now it's their turn. They could do stuff.
It's their turn. They can do stuff.
They all, some of them got rid of their weapons.
They're going to disengage and end up here.
I'm gonna attack him.
Okay, and then this one moves here. And then
No,
this
I
one.
was being serious.
No. Sentinel.
Oh,
Sentinel.
okay.
Sentinel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look what Control
Put
Z
him
does.
back.
Okay, go ahead and do your attack. Yeah,
Does
this
that
could-
have anything to do with your polearm master feat?
Oh my gosh.
No, unfortunately it doesn't.
We
but,
don't talk
Oh,
about
okay.
feet in this
But
podcast.
but polearm.
But it
but
does
polearm
demonstrate
master-
an exceptional level of prowess. Nay, what would you say if you're not just an expert, if you're like beyond an expert when using a polearm, which this moment, though it might not technically be, I think in the spirit
A
of
brown
the
belt.
mechanics,
He's a
one
brown
might
belt.
say that you are beyond an expert. You're a professional.
A
You're,
semi-pro.
No, not a semi-pro. Definitely not a semi-pro. Definitely a professional. Maybe even beyond a professional. What would one say if you were trying to say you're beyond professional with a polearm? You are perhaps a ruler, a sovereign of a polearm.
A polearm
Um,
emperor, if you will.
A
An
polearm
emperor?
There we go.
Yeah.
There we
Yes.
go. There we
Yeah.
go.
A
Emperor.
sensei. Yes, you're a polar that hits. Yeah, that hits.
Cool.
Yeah.
I did the
yeah.
thing again, but that's fine. I'll sit with it this time.
Okay, so which you're hitting the one on the top left, this one?
I think I'll actually, since they're all running, I will make sure to stick that one in place, the one that actually had a hand in Ham's undoing.
Okay.
But
Well,
can I choose for it to be non-lethal?
I was just about to put an X on his face. So,
Ooh.
yes, cuz he's already bloodied.
Yeah.
And he didn't do good with this nasty stuff. So he's going
Excuse
to
you.
he's going to start his
nasty stuff.
he's going to start his turn in this stuff next turn. But yes, you can render him unconscious.
Okay. Cam got his. Cam got his. It's time. I think Savvy needs hers.
Okay. Okay.
The Robin guard runs though.
Yeah, so this guy heads out. And so he can move 30 feet if he dashes.
No, he disengaged. You were clear
Oh,
about
you're-
that.
Yep, that is
Yeah.
correct.
Well, then he wouldn't have been able to get hit if he disengaged.
It's polearm
Sentinel says
masters.
Sentinel says you can take attack of opportunities even if they disengage.
Okay. Okay. Savvy, your turn.
Mm-hmm. This guy has stayed right where he is, right? This one right here.
The one that's unconscious?
Uh-huh.
Yes, he did.
I think technically he's right here, but you know.
Yeah. No. Let's showcase some stuff. So, I'm gonna break my
Jeez.
concentration on the Sickening Radiance,
Okay.
and instead, the same kind of like field though that sprang forth from her sword, that sprung up. It's then as the golden kind of lights and whatnot. It's worth noting that their exhaustion levels that were earned during this, they don't disappear. Those are exhaustion levels; they stick.
Okay, they just need to take a nap.
Good luck with that. So when that happens, though, she is going to kind of twist her sword then into ground, and when she does, we're going to say this happens right about here, right? So I'd say that I can do this. Yeah, I can catch all of them in a cube then. I'm going to use Hypnotic Pattern.
Ooh.
And so basically what's going to happen is the cloud that is there in front of them is going to kind of erupt into these bewildering colors as they're trying to flee.
Okay.
And I need them to each go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. So the one that looks like Robin fails.
I got a 9.
The one that's unconscious doesn't have to worry about it, right?
He's unconscious, yeah.
Okay. This one fails.
I think you should be worried about it though.
Is this the only one that gets hit through the door?
No, they all get hit. Literally all of them. Because it's a 30-foot cube, and upon doing the measurements, they would all be able to...
They all fell.
30-foot cube. So each of them are going to be incapacitated and have a speed of 0, as they're caught bewildered by the phrase. Now, that said, the spell will end if they take any damage or somebody uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor. However, they do not get a repeated saving throw.
Okay.
So they're basically frozen for the next minute.
Okay.
And in seeing this kind of erupt before them, Savvy is going to look to Camille and to Mercy and kind of gesture forth with an inviting hand to the bewildered individuals that are now just kind of frozen in place.
All right, Mercy.
I would like this one. And she'll point to that one with her sword, but otherwise just kind of usher them forth.
Yeah, Mercy will walk out with Camille if we're no longer in combat.
Okay. We are still in combat because they could be shaken out if your blow doesn't kill them, if you are going to attack. But you walk out, you make it to one of them pretty easily. You see he's drooling in where he stands.
So she will go out so she can see them. Yeah, that one's pretty far. Let me double check something real quick. Since I still have my rope. So, let me just make sure if it's an action or as a bonus action, I can command it to have the end move to a destination.
Okay.
So, I'm going to have it snake through all of their legs. Since it's a 60-foot rope.
Okay.
I don't think that's going to be a problem.
I don't think so either.
Entangling all of their ankles.
Okay.
So, after they are entangled, I'll firebolt the furthest one away.
Okay. And does that give you advantage since...
No.
Okay.
It doesn't. It basically means they can't take action or reaction, and their speed is 0.
Got it. Okay. A 10 will miss.
Damn.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, at least he's still hypnotized, so. That was my action and bonus action.
Okay.
Camille, you're up.
Hey.
It only breaks if they get hit, not if they get attacked, right?
Correct.
They have to take damage.
Got it.
Or be shook.
Or shooketh.
Or be yeah, so I was gonna say, or somebody can use their action to shake them awake.
Okay.
Which I kind of see Camille doing. It's just like wakes them up to
Hey,
cut them down.
you gonna die.
Hey, let me tell you something.
I think in Camille's head, this is good for them to be like this. He does hope that he one-shots folks at this point, and to that end, he is going to cast Hex as well, just to really
Make sure.
cherry on top.
Yeah.
Actually, I believe I still have Hex up from the first fight.
Oh.
I never lost that, and it's been,
Correct.
we've established,
Yep,
less than
correct.
an hour,
That's a
so
good
I
point.
actually would like to use my bonus action to put Hex
Okay.
onto that one.
Deal.
Perfect. 13.
A 13 will miss. A 13 will miss. I'm
Alright.
sorry.
Well, yet again, no, it's fine.
We're playing with our food, guys.
I know.
None hitting is better than one hitting,
Okay.
because then he's just alive, and then he tries to run again. So that's fine.
Yeah.
And they don't
Okay.
get advantage on these hits for their status effect? No?
Incapacitated is strictly no action or reaction.
And they don't get to save, so it's your turn again, Savvy.
No save. Does that put us at top of the round?
Yes, and at this point, we are right at the halftime. So, damn guys. Yeah. Toxin, Hamish. We're gonna play out what happens when this all settles, but we are going to take our break. It's about 15 minutes. The players and I do take a break, but the show doesn't. We have a halftime show host. Her name is Soren Angel. Most of you know and love her very much, as do we. And she's going to entertain for the next 15 minutes. She's going to answer a lot of questions. I read the questions, and they're so good. Players are going to take a break. Before we go, I do want to say welcome to the new friends and family that joined us. And it's all because of you, Leon. You're bringing your family to ours, and we love that so much. And if we can just give it up for Leon, who's been streaming for 65 hours and made it a priority to hang out with us and stream with us tonight too. Thank you, Leon. We
I'm
know you
clapping-
must. Yeah,
clapping a lot.
your
Are
brain
you
must.
having a
Good
seizure? Are
job.
you good?
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
God.
Yeah.
Good job.
All right.
We appreciate you.
Hi, Sleepy, and hello, Digital. No, I'm leaving. I'm not coming. I'm leaving. Okay. Okay, I gotta go. Bye. We'll be back. Bye.
All right. Hello, everyone. We want to welcome you all back to the Fireweed Inn Tavern. I'm your host, Soren, as you know, and this is our show within a show, and we appreciate you all joining us. So today we will be doing a more relaxed chatting and Q&A halftime show. So if you have any questions for me, go ahead and send them my way using your channel points. Please keep in mind that if I do not feel comfortable answering your question, or if I don't get to it before we run out of time, your channel points will be refunded. But before we get to our Q&A, we'd like to give a shout out to some of the very talented artists and meme makers in our community. So as you may have already noticed, we have some beautiful artwork hanging in our tavern, courtesy of Puckwudgie, Soft Brambles, and Lunabear09. You will also notice the many legendary memes created by our amazing viewers like Aiko, Boop the Raccoon, and Mr. Mini Mopsy. If you are an artist and you create fan art or a legendary meme, we would love to see it. If you visit our gaming-related Discord, you may post your artwork in the Community Art channel, and your top-tier memes in the Memes Are Us channel. For those not using Discord, you can share your artwork by tagging us on Twitter and TikTok. For formatting purposes, landscape orientation is preferred but not required. And if you do share your fabulous art with us, it may be featured in a future episode of Gaming Related. Alright, so on to those questions. At the start of this season, we answered some D&D questions, with our expert knowledge of course, and following that, we got to know the lovely members of our cast and crew. And for our current series, the Fireweed Inn and Tavern is brought to life. This week, we're doing a more relaxed Q&A, but don't forget to tune in next week to visit with Darlene as she makes a drink inspired by a certain companion of our very own Hamish. That's right, next week's drink will be inspired by Syl. Alright, let us move on to these questions. We had quite a few come in. I'm going to try to answer them the best I can. The first one is very interesting question from Fruit6Loops9. Would you allow the casting of testicular torsion? Now, this is a very interesting question. I feel like our GM Monk would be better suited to answer this question, but I feel like generally, no. But, however, I feel like if the ideal situation presented itself, I'm sure like the rule of cool would be applied. You know? I feel like it could slide in some situations, you know? Oh, we got follow-up questions coming in. Fantastic. Happy birthday, Sort. Thank you, Aiko. Oh my goodness. You know what? Thanks, Biddy. Thanks for that shout, Biddy. I appreciate you. Aiko. Oh my gosh. I love you, Aiko. Oh my god. So glad you were bored, Sword. You know what, Toxin? I appreciate you. I'm answering a lot of questions about Hamish this time, so I hope you don't change your mind. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Alright. Next question is from Toxin. Tell us your favorite sex joke. Okay. I have one. So I heard this one on TikTok, and I heard it the other day, and it made me laugh. I don't remember how many people I sent it to. I don't remember. But here it is. What's the difference between an enzyme and a hormone? I'm gonna wait for some answers. Do you know? Some of you may have heard this before. What is the difference between an enzyme and a hormone? Oh, Aiko. I see your question. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, yay. When I beg your mom, I don't hear an enzyme. Jeez. Thanks, Yadier. Thanks. Yeah, you can't hear an enzyme, but you know. Thanks, Yadier. Thank you. Getting saucy. I know, you're getting real saucy, Yadier. Oh, thank you, Monk, for the applause. Oh my gosh, Aiko, thank you for the gift sub. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Aiko. Okay, I'm gonna move on to this next question. It's also from Toxin. What is your favorite memory of Hamish? Okay. Probably when Hamish found out who his dad was. I think that whole character arc situation, but finding out that, you know, Robin is actually his dad, because, like, you know, Robin kind of has an affair with Dodina Bonecoat. I feel like that's pretty hilarious. Aiko, did you just do another one? Oh my gosh, thank you, Aiko. W. Oh my gosh. Aiko, you the real MVP. Look at you. Gift sub after gift sub. We appreciate you, Aiko. Buongiorno Kiwi, what's the best sauce for chicken tenders? You know what? This is like a heated debate, okay? Because, okay, I think it depends on the day. For me, personally, I do like a good barbecue sauce. I think barbecue sauce is very nice. And then there's the ranch days, right? And then there's like the honey mustard days. You know what I mean? There's a lot of different vibes. Sometimes people go for hot sauce, you know, if you want something a little more spicy. But I can't give you one answer to that question. I can't do it. Let's see. Let me go to the next question. Got that one. Why did Hamish have it coming? Says Leon. You know, I don't know why Hamish had it coming. All I can say is because. Maybe it's because he shot somebody in the face. I mean, I don't know. That could be a total like opposite thing, but maybe because he shot someone in the face. I mean, a lot of you guys have done a lot of violent things, but you know, you got it, all right? You know, you have a flying ship. What are you gonna do? Right? You know what, Ash, you are right. Maybe it is because he shot Syl twice. You know. You right. Soren is versatile with the nuggets. Thanks, Yadier. You were inspired by Aiko, inspired by my fabulousness. You're too sweet. I'm gonna turn all sorts of colors. I'm gonna turn like strawberry red, man. Oh my gosh. I don't know what to do with that. So I'm just gonna try to say thank you and move on to the next question. What style of burial would suit Hamish the best? Says Ash. Oh, what type of burial? I think kind of like a Viking style, and then maybe maybe some of his like remains, like some of his ashes and stuff, could be incorporated into like an axe or like something like that, some like type of weapon, just to do as a memorial. I think that would be really cool for Hamish. Something that's like, you know, engraved and everything. Maybe it's got something to do with Syl, something on there, just really beautiful, ornate, something that like that. The ham mace, yes, the ham mace, yeah. You know what, Hikaru? That's awesome. Mercy could do that. You know what? W. We are so up right now. I can make that, Mercy. Yep. Amazing. Mercy, 11 out of 10. Let's make it happen. Next question. What 3 things are in Ham's will? Okay. This is a good one. And I might need some help with this one because I cannot for the life of me think of things in Ham's will. What do you guys think would be in Ham's will? This is from Yanie. 3 things in Ham's will. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Something about that questionable affair with Dodina Bonecoat. There's something in there. There's gotta be something that he wrote last minute after he found out Robin was his dad, you know? I'm gonna circle back. I'm gonna circle back to this one. Next one we have... Oh my gosh, Digital SRC. I'm gonna get a stroke reading this. I'm gonna try my best. So we know if doth Booba doth shake when the earth do quake, what behappeth doth men during a tornado? Well, wow, that is quite the question. That is a very good question, Digital SRC. I'm trying to think of how to say this. Okay. During a tornado. Let's see. The booba doth shake when the earth do quake. The, let's see. I can't think of something. In a tornado? Helicopter dick, says Minnie. Yeah, we'll go with that. The appendage doth the wave in a circular rotation about the with the wind. Good sir, that is what doth be on this day. The meat spin. Dodge Dirty Rollers RPG. The meat spin. Yeah. You know what? Amazing. You know, thank you, Minnie. That is the perfect answer. Oh my goodness, that's terrible. I love it. What doth be on this day? Yeah, thank you, Lady Mistel. We're just gonna throw all the doths and the... Oh my gosh, thank you for that question, Digital SRC. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's right, Minnie is ungovernable, okay? Like, she can do whatever she wants, okay? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna move on to this next question. How do I become as cool as Soren Angel? You know what? That's an interesting question. I'm not ready for this question, but you know what? I'd say take care of yourself, okay? Hydrate, eat food, you know, take care of yourself both mentally and physically, and just, you know, just tell yourself that you're cool, man. Because you are. You don't have to be like, you don't have to be any certain way. You just cool, bro. You just gotta believe in yourself, man. Because, like, you just gotta know that I love you. I love and appreciate you. Every single one of you, man. You gotta wake up in the morning and you get that bread, okay? Sword said I'm cool, man, says Mom. I love and appreciate you too, Sword. Aw, thanks, Ash. Oh my goodness. Oh, Aiko says hydrate. I don't have water. I actually don't have water. Shame on me. I don't have water, Aiko. I'm so sorry. I will hydrate though. I'll go grab some right after this, I promise. Oh! Oh, we're starting a bongo chain in chat. We love that. Amazing. Bongo chain, let's go. Shakespeare would have... Thanks, Mitty. Thanks. Yes, you're right, Ash. I do always tell you to drink water. And yes, what a surprise. I do not have water with me right now. Oh my gosh. Lady Mustela, can you speak Spanish or talk about Spanish? Neither. I'm so sorry. I can't speak. I can't speak either. I can't even do Taco Bell Spanish, okay? I'm not even gonna try it. Yep. Yep. I'm gonna work on it though. You can't either? You know what? See? You know what? We can practice together, Lady Mustela. We can practice, okay? Which one are we gonna practice first? Are we gonna practice Taco Bell Spanish or are we practicing Spanish? What do we got? You know, I can't. Something about number 1 with a Pepsi? Is that right? The random swap to English? Yeah, yes, Ash. Oh my gosh. Taco Bell Spanish is easier? You're right, Lady Mustela. You are so right. Taco Bell Spanish is easier. You know what? We'll go with that first and then we'll take the next step, okay? Fey language. Got it. You know what? Taco Bell Spanish is the official Fey language of the final pages. You heard it here. Okay. It is official. Taco Bell Spanish is Fey Spanish. You know what? See? Dirty Rollers RPG can confirm. Look at that. Feliz Navidad. You know what? Thanks, Buongiorno Kiwi. Donde está la biblioteca? Translation. I'm fluent in Spanish. Yes, thank you, Default. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, this is the best. Okay. Do we have any more halftime questions? Speak now or forever hold your biscuits. Okay. What's the meaning of life? You know what? Say Buongiorno Kiwi, we talked about this. I'm not gonna say angel in Spanish because meaning of life is 42. Thank you, Hikaru. Thank you. And it's 42. I believe in you. No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Favorite Girl Scout cookie? Ooh, this is a heated question, Aiko. Okay. Damn. Thin Mint? Okay, you like Thin Mint Skittles? Awesome. What is my... Oh, the Samoas? You like the Samoas, Aiko? You know what? Samoas and Thin Mints are pretty good. I like Tagalongs too. I think they're pretty solid. And there's like those lemon ones. They're really good with tea. They are fantastic with tea. You like all of them, Lady Mustela? Amazing, amazing. Why did Monk do this to Hamish? Says Dirty Rollers RPG. You know what? I think that's a question for Monk. So maybe he'll answer that after this halftime show, after we wrap up. Why do bad things happen to good people? Says Default. I don't know. It just does, and it makes me sad sometimes. You believe Monk did this to Hamish? I can't. You know, Dirty Rollers RPG, I can't believe it. You know? I look away for 1 second and I turn my head back and bam. Ham's dead and I'm crying. So I don't know, I just work here. Yeah, you know what? Whatever you need to say, Monk. I don't know, I just work here. When did it start to go wrong? Okay, when did it start to all go wrong? When did it start to all go wrong? Let's see. I don't know. Maybe when y'all walked into this this death trap. Anyway, what is your favorite animal, says Lady Mustella? Ooh, that's a good question. Okay, so my favorite animal changes a lot. But right now it's the shoebill bird. So there are these giant birds and they have these huge shoebill beaks and they are terrifying and they chitter them together and it sounds just haunting. It's fantastic. They're like giant dinosaurs. Default has 1,000,000 points. FYI. That's good to know. Gaming related, that is good to know. Aiko, you're asking why? Short answer, because. Shoebill Burb, yes, Lady Mustella. You know them, good. Aren't they fantastic? I love shoebill birds. Minnie, what's your favorite thing about Soren? That's a weird question. That's it. That I don't know how to answer that because I don't like to talk about myself. I'm gonna refund that for you. They do sound like a machine gun sometimes. They do. Don't skip my question. Which question? Oh, I see it. Yeah, follow up to Aiko's questions. Where? Over there, actually. Just right over there. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, I have really fun reactions. Thanks, Ash. What's the best dinosaur, says the Dirty Rollers RPG? Okay. The best dinosaur? That's... Okay, in my opinion, I really like Deinonychus, so I'd say they're the best dinosaur. But, I mean... What do you mean wrong, gaming related? What do you mean wrong? Correct answer is long neck. Okay. Dino nuggets. Amazing. Oh. Okay, we're gonna wrap up. I'm so sorry I did not see that earlier. Thank you, Hikaru. Thank you all for hanging out with us in the Fire Radiant Tavern. We want to take a quick moment to recognize those who popped in chat so far today and the followers gained so far in our 36th episode of Gaming Related. So please forgive me if I mispronounce your name. I will try my very best to get them right. So first up we have Mr. Mini Mopsy, Yanie, Aiko, Fruit6 Loops 9, Boop the Raccoon, Puck Wedgie, Blue Diamond 41, Ash, Ashby Bunny, Lady Mustella, The Dirty Rollers RPG, TTV, Joy Boy, Cold Brew Carter, Mosh Pit Puppy, Kipo Terp, thank you for the sub, Lost in the Frost, Zebty, thank you for the sub as well, and the cast and crew. Those of you returning, welcome back, and to those of you new to Gaming Related, welcome, we're happy to have you all here. And before we direct your attention back to Monk and the Lead Cast, don't forget to check out our social media platforms on TikTok, YouTube, Discord, and Twitter for clips, announcements, and other fun content. Thank you all for joining us for our 36th intermission show. We hope to see you next Wednesday at the same time. Without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy the second half of Gaming Related.
Welcome back, everybody. Players, I hope you're well rested and ready for the second half. We are at the top of initiative, and Hamish hasn't done much this round. Savvy, it is your turn as these people are held in place.
That seems a
Yeah.
little out of pocket.
Oh, he speaks. I'm sorry, Hamish. We'll deal with your grieving you, mourning you soon.
Yeah. I'm gonna move to here because the doorway is open. I'm gonna
Yeah.
stab this one.
Yeah,
Stab him.
stab away, stab
Okay.
away, and you have an advantage.
I sure do. I sure do. Does a 28 hit?
Natural
Does-
20.
Natural 20.
Damn.
So it's a 16. I'm not gonna crit him. I don't need to.
You don't need to crit him.
I don't need to do my Eldritch Smite thing.
Okay. He's
I
still
have no
standing,
desire to do that.
but he's starting to come out of it. He's like, ow, what's happening? The colors, where did the colors go?
We do it again. Do it again. And this time a 25 to hit
Okay.
for another 6 slashing.
He drops to the ground.
And because, in homage to Hamish, out of order, I will activate my Eldritch Maw as a bonus action, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. Mercy.
I'm also going to honor Hamish in a way. I'm going to shoot the guy right here, point blank.
Yeah.
With my gun in the face.
Yeah,
Right
you
in
know,
the face.
what I wanted to say, because I know that
Mhm.
guns, like, they don't do a lot of damage for some reason. But if you're going to shoot someone in the face point blank, we're going to rule of cool that, and I'm going to work with you after the stream. But if you shoot him in the face, he's going to die. And unless there's something crazy going on, like you're drunk or someone interrupts, you can't miss. So we're just going to call this execute, and you're just going to execute him.
It'll be pointed right at his chin, so
Yeah.
it explodes up.
Yeah, you don't have to put your hands up. It's totally fine. We get it.
Insta kill unlocked. Can we all get a gun?
And they stay there. And they stay there.
Oh, so now you could change the face shooting. Now that I'm listen, Toxin, don't put that on me. We all know how this happened. Okay, and
We don't though, because you made me roll.
and he just crumbles. He falls like a sack of potatoes. Anything else, Mercy?
No, I'll let Camille get that one.
Camille.
Hi.
Hi. Hello. How are
I'd
you?
like to get that one.
Yeah, get him. Get him.
That's a 12.
12 hits.
Wait, did it actually?
No, but for you,
All right.
it does.
All right, cool. I'll take it. I rolled bad on damage too. Wow.
Okay.
On 4d10, I rolled a
Oh,
1,
man.
a 2, and
Oh,
a 3.
man. So I will say, he doesn't die, but he does snap out of it like, oh no.
You,
Anything else?
you didn't give a good enough setup to get the auto execution.
Yeah, I guess not. I'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way. Does my 17 that I already rolled a hit?
That one hits, yeah.
Cool. Sorry, ignore the second one. So that's just the second of the d10. So that's just a 10 plus 3, so 19 points of slashing and necrotic.
19. Okay, yeah, that's enough to do it. I thought it was just gonna be 9, but no. Why does it say 20
Yeah,
and
19.
5?
Because that was my bad. I rolled for damage on the Form of Dread one instead of a regular one. So
Okay.
I just cut off the second of the d10s on
Makes
the first
sense.
necrotic damage, and then the
So-
5 is from Hex.
Okay. And with that, there's only one person left remaining who's currently unconscious, and you are out of initiative.
Hey, don't forget to kill me. Unless you guys want me to join your crew.
You're just a fly on the
don't.
wall, shush.
I don't. I don't actually want him to join our crew.
There's one more bad guy. He's standing on the. he's
Stop.
standing on the
A meteor
stairs.
falls out of the sky and lands on his head.
But it didn't kill me. I'm just in a lot of pain.
Okay.
22 hit.
22 hits, yes.
Okay. 10 plus 3, 13 plus 2.
As
Yeah.
your sword
16
comes,
points of damage.
as your sword comes out, he goes, "Thanks. I was feeling a little left on it. I really appreciate this. I kind of needed this, honestly." And then he cut it off.
He's like, what's the
Literally.
worst that could happen? So yeah, the round robin dice. Okay, what do you guys? What are you doing now?
Let's have me look back to the other two. I'm inclined to leave him there. He will not survive his wounds.
Yeah, let him die. Like how he left Hamish. Loot the bodies!
Okay. You find the same as before, just a couple gold each on their bodies. You find the bracer showing the Estunia family crest on their robes, but nothing really much more. Oh, I take it back. Because they looted Hamish's body.
Yup.
You find a couple bloody folded pieces of parchment that Hamish has been holding on to. You could tell that they are worn with time. And you can see that they're letters that he's written.
Let's go over these later. I can put them in the bag of holding for now.
Okay, in the bag they go.
I'm still angry.
Here. And Savvy will reach down to her side and hold out a knife. Mercy. Gestures to the one on the ground. I have found that leaving one's mark can often be a cathartic experience. Or however you wish to process this.
She throws it into his chest,
Oh,
and then she slowly steps on it,
you
pushing it
hear,
deeper.
yeah, you hear the ribs break. You feel the heart shaking, vibrating under your foot. Blood comes out of his mouth and his nose, and he stops moving.
That'll do it. I am in need of a hat. And she'll take kind of a deep breath and then start heading up the stairs.
You go back upstairs, and you're going to see that Robin and Estunia, Arato is her first name. Arato is going to say to Robin, so it's done, and we have an agreement.
Oh, yeah. So the agreement is, you said you'd up it to 10,000. 3 hats and a mobile forge. You don't really need any arrows or anything anymore. I didn't really have a good time to work this in. What is the nesting doll? Like, what is it?
Well, it's a figurine that has a smaller figurine inside of it, that has a smaller figurine inside of that one, and so on and so forth. It goes on for maybe 5 or 6 times. It's a collector's item.
Why is it important to Hazavix?
Because it's beautiful, and Hazavix craves all things that are beautiful, and with his greedy little hands, he just wants to keep it in his collection, and he's also using you as a rite of passage, if you will, a test. And let me tell you, many have tried. None have made it as easy as you have.
Yay! And why do you want to kill Hazavix?
Because he has information that his ears were not privy to. And because he stuck his ears where they don't belong, he is now a loose end. That's all. It's just business.
Yeah, right. So, yes, I think we have a deal. As part of that deal, would we get the nesting doll first, so that we can use that as bait to get Hazavix's ears? You know, like, hey, we got you your doll, got your nose, ha 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 ha, got your ears, but then we actually take the ears.
Sure. When
So
you're ready.
You're good with us taking the doll first and then bringing the ears back as payment?
Of course. Of course.
Are we back up by this point, or are we still coming up? I don't know.
At this
where-
point, you
where
guys
this
are
part
up at the
the
top of the
conversation.
stairs, and you hear the
Okay.
end of the conversation.
I used the death of our friend to increase the bounty to 10,000 gold pieces.
She gives a slight nod.
Hamish would have been proud. It's what he would have wanted.
I mean, a lot of people want to know what it would be worth to give their life for something. Now Hamish knows it's 5,000 gold pieces. So
Hamish
there's-
just wanted revenge for them hurting Syl, so we already succeeded on that.
She is going to walk past you, and she's going to walk up to this door at the end of the hall, and she's going to give it a few knocks, and you're going to hear a muffled enter, and she's going to step in, and she's going to say, "We have visitors, and this group have earned the nesting doll, and you are to give it to them." She's going to look to you all, and she's going to say, "These are sex jokes and war crimes. Sex jokes and war crimes. This is Master Valentine. And Mercy, you are going to immediately recognize this person. This isn't just a person. This is a doctor. He has the monocle on his right eye, as per usual. He is
That's
wearing.
how you know it's a doctor. He's got a monocle.
He's got a doctor monocle. He
Yeah.
is.
Or anthropomorphized peanut.
Yeah, he could be a brand spokesman.
He's not a peanut. He does not have a cane, but he is dressed to the nines.
Can I roll
And
perception?
to see if he's a peanut?
in
No.
disguise?
I could just tell you right now, he's not a peanut. He is.
That's
Oh,
what
damn.
you would say if he was a peanut. In
Can
disguise,
I roll
though.
sleight of hand
roll
to
inside
replace
of the
him with a
DM.
peanut?
Yeah, I mean,
Stop. Please. I'm begging you. Please stop.
wait, but tell me I'm wrong. If he was a peanut in disguise, would you say the same thing? You would. You'd actually. You'd
Bulletproof
absolutely-
logic, right? Like I'm
So,
just saying. I think there's a non-zero chance that he's actually a giant peanut.
He's not a peanut.
You
He's not a-
described him as dressed to the nines. I'm imagining not just a monocle, because
No.
you already mentioned that explicitly, but a top
That-
hat, a cane, perhaps?
That Peanut's not dressed to the nines. He's not wearing pants, right? Doesn't the Peanut guy not wear pants?
That's how rich he
Does
is.
he?
That's
Yeah.
how rich
I don't
he
know.
is. He can be dressed to the nines from the waist up, and nobody says a goddamn thing.
Whoa. Well,
I'm just saying. It seems suspicious. Seems suspicious.
Hold on, is this guy wearing pants?
he is wearing pants. Yes.
Alright, he's clear. He's clear. He's clear.
Okay. This time. It may be a dupe. Oh, look
Ah!
at that man.
His
Yeah,
face
I-
even
I'm
looks
not-
like a peanut.
He's
I
not.
cannot
Mr.
tell you
Peanut.
how much joy it would have brought me if Monk just pulled up a picture of Mr. Peanut.
He's not a peanut. Stop saying he's a peanut. Please.
Hey, no. Look at the picture. Can you see his pants in that picture?
Ooh.
I had to crop it because it gave him like 4 knees.
Uh-huh. Mhm.
Guys, he could have cast Disguise Self. The only way to know he's not a peanut is to touch him.
Okay, make an Arcana check.
That's true. Like what check?
An Arcana check.
To all of us?
Holy shit!
Oh.
Guys, it's a peanut disguised as a person.
Holy shit!
Okay.
Initiative.
We crushed
No.
his case wide
Let me
open.
finish. Let me finish. Okay.
We crush him under our boot and make butter.
Okay, so
Attack him.
Mercy, you've seen this face for 1,000 years. It is forever ingrained into your soul. This person who was a favored member of your family, hired doctor. This is the same Dr. Valentine that for many years used King Sage to keep you adolescent and porcelain and in a eternal state of youth. And
Wait, I'm
as
confused because Valentine was my father. Is this my father? I'm very confused right now.
this is not your father,
Okay.
this is the doctor that that your father used.
Okay. Had the same name?
My notes say that your father has a different name.
My notes say
this-
I'm looking at the exact
This is
thing
thi-
that
this-
I gave you.
Wait, I can fix
Hold
it. I
on.
can fix it. I can fix it. This
is a peanut.
imposter peanut shits his pants because
Wait,
there's in continuity.
Well, he shits his non-pants.
I just
Yeah, he
have
shits-
actually,
shits-
you know
shits
what?
on the ground. It's like a shotgun blast behind him.
I have actually I don't know his name. I have Lord Montague as your father and Edith as your mother.
Yeah, his name was Valentine.
Okay. Okay, well then this peanut's not named Valentine. Then because I thought your dad's
All
name
of
just went
the
as Lord.
blood just went out of my body. I had a mini panic attack. Are
It
you
is your
kidding
dad,
me?
dressed up as a peanut, dressed up as a doctor.
It's your dad with no pants. He just shit on the
He's your
ground.
dad. Boogie oogie oogie.
You are my dad. You're my dad.
Your dad.
Okay, no, okay, we're gonna change his name. His name is Peen, Dr. Peen.
Now,
Not better. Not fucking better.
Why?
Well,
Like,
the alternative is
worse.
Mr. Nut, so there's really not a safe place to go.
Yeah,
this is just going downhill so fast.
what?
It's a-
Guys, his name is Dr. Peen. And
Dr. Peen. Okay.
okay, Dr. Peen. No,
Okay.
P-E-A-N. Dr. Peen.
It
Okay.
doesn't make a difference in the pronunciation, Monk, which is where the problem lies.
So,
The real issue is that
Guys.
Dr. Peen just shit on the ground.
okay. Guys, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. We're back. Okay. So, Mercy, this is Dr. Peen, the doctor that kept you young. Okay, he's got a new name.
Shotgun blast all over my gaming chair.
You cannot say we're gonna take a break to compose ourselves.
We
All right,
have.
guys,
We have
this is
composed.
Dr. Peen.
It. Say it with a French accent, then it sounds less terrible.
This is Dr. Peen.
The Dr. Peen.
Croissants and not sacks.
It was a peen break.
Aw.
Okay.
Like, I'm about to have a medical emergency over here. Like, it's a problem.
Good thing there's a doctor in the house.
Oh, he's gonna give me this vitamin D, ain't he?
Prepare for the long dick of the medical community.
Hey, Rose Evermore, it's a good time to follow us. Welcome to
Hi,
the show.
Rose.
Great job.
Hi, Rose.
Yeah.
How are you?
I hope you're doing well, Rose. Welcome. Okay. She's going to say sex jokes and war crime. This is Dr. Peen. Dr. Peen, sex jokes and war crimes. And he is going to look at you all. I need Mercy to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, first,
Yeah,
I'm gonna take
this
a
is
drink
what I
first.
need.
I'd
Now.
like to introduce myself as well. My name is Phallus.
Deception check. Also, Rose,
With
since
pleasure.
Rose, since you're new, Rose Evermore, since you're new to the show, and we are so happy that you're here. Every time,
No, that tracks. That
every
eight
time
tracks.
that
Yeah,
we,
that eight tracks.
every time we have a wisdom save, everyone takes a drink. So please have a drink
I'm gonna
and
take
welcome
a second one for that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
of your
Valid.
boba. Okay,
I'm out of boba. I'm sad.
thanks, Aiko. You're right. Let's keep it rainbow in here. So, you are going to see, as Mercy. Let me put everyone in the room here because you're all in the room.
Yeah, I just see darkness. I don't know where everyone went. There we go.
here. Yeah, you get a good look at the peen, the doctor. Okay.
Be
My,
serious, monk.
How's he
It's
standing?
not
Is he,
gonna
like-
work if you keep doing
Would you
this
say he's
shit.
like firm and stiff in his standing?
No,
is he
no.
leaning a little bit
Is
to,
he
left, to
perhaps
the left?
leaning? Well,
I rolled my deception check. I introduced myself. Hi, I'm Mr.
Oh.
Phallus. Harry Phallus.
Mr. Phallus, it's a pleasure. And you're going to see, Mercy, you are incapacitated. You can't move. You can't react. You, first time chat, Evermore. Thanks for the smile. You are just flabbergasted. Immediately, your goggles start to sweat. A tear comes down one of your cheeks. And you are just transported back to when you were 5, 6 years old, and there is a little play set where you used to have dolls on strings, and you would reenact these events of what you thought it was like outside of the house doors and walls, and then you see the tray brought in with the king sage. You remember the bitter taste. You remember your father's shadowed silhouette that would be at the edge of the door, making sure that you take your medicine. The doctor, Dr. Peen, walks up to you, and you're going to see he's going to reach for her hand. Mercy doesn't do anything. And you all know Mercy has boundaries. She has told many, even friends, no, don't touch me, please don't hug me, but she allows it. And he grabs her by the 4 fingers, lifts up the back of her palm, and gives it a gentle kiss and says, "Mademoiselle, it's nice to meet you, Mr. Phallus." And then he looks at Camille. "And you?" And he steps over. You see, as he lets go of Mercy's hand, it stays floating there. She doesn't move. And it looks almost like the same spell that was cast to render the guards paralyzed. She's acting the same way. She hasn't even blinked.
I'm gonna slowly reach up and put my hand on Mercy's shoulder, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, you okay? You okay, Mercy?" And I'm gonna try and do my counter charm, but instead of like song or anything, just kind of like quietly reassuring her, like, "Everything's okay, Mercy. You're good."
You're gonna
What's going
feel
on?
when you put your hand on her back, Mercy is sweating. It's like she just stepped out of a sauna. Even though she's wearing her armor and her garb, you just feel the heat radiating off of her neck. The back of her ears have turned bright red and purple. You even see that she's not breathing. She's slowly just like when a child falls and is about to scream and is in that state for what seems like a minute is what she's in. And then you do the counter charm. How does it work?
Friendly creatures within 30 feet have advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed. I don't know if that's what this is, but thought I'd try it.
Mercy, you in your mind remember that you used to squeeze your nose and you would swallow your medicine, and he would chase it with a hard candy, and then he would give you a small pat on the head. He would kind of flick your dolls, and he would turn and he would walk back towards the door, and then suddenly you hear a slam of the door, and then the next thing you hear is Robin's voice in your ear, and the lights suddenly, you get out of your tunnel vision, and you see Dr. Peen is standing in front of Camille and no longer looking at you. You feel your heart rate just beating out of your ears. The blood pressure starts to come down. You're slowly starting to compose yourself. Camille. And you are?
Camille will kind of look at Mercy with her hand floating there and at this guy, and very strange way that he greeted her.
Do you say that out loud?
What would I have said? I just described what just happened.
Oh, I'm just making sure because I was gonna respond to it out loud, or if that was internal
No.
monologue.
That was internal, just
Okay.
like that's what
Yeah.
Camille sizing everything up,
Yeah.
and then he'll
Sizing up
look
Mr.
at Dr.
Peen.
Peen, sizing up the Peen, and
I see.
he'll just kind of, I imagine he was kind of like in the doorway, and he'll just kind of take his scythe off his back and stick it on the ground next to him, just make a little clack, and just kind of lean on it, and he's just gonna stare at him. I imagine, and for cinema, I like to imagine it is exactly as he's staring at him that his form of dread dissipates.
You're gonna see he's gonna try his best to stay calm and stoic, and he kind of puts his hand down, not shaking yours, and then he looks and he says, "Lady Estunia, are you sure these are the right people for the doll?" And he looks at you again, Mercy, and again I need a wisdom saving throw.
Any advantage because of the counter charm?
You will have advantage, yes.
I don't know if it
and
counts or not.
Meta, he's not casting anything. He just has a presence.
Drama!
So you'd say he's a tricky dick, wouldn't you?
No, because I stopped laughing 10 minutes ago. I'm serious now. So I wouldn't say he's a tricky dick.
Wow.
A 6 and a 5!
You know,
Roll
Mercy.
20.
Okay.
Mercy is just proving the point that the dice tell a story.
They do.
I
The
fucking
dice
love
really-
the story the dice
The
tell.
dice are really telling a story right now. She's
I
not
love
having a
it.
good time.
You're gonna see
She
Mercy.
was going to
Yeah.
start reaching into her bag of holding and pulling out an antidote. Her brain is going, I've been poisoned again and I need to get it out of my body. So she is physically trying to take an antidote and she drops it. And it shatters in front of her.
Yeah, everyone looks down and he kind of smiles and says, "Very well then." And he kind of ignores what's happening, but you can see there's a little faint recognition of what you have, and he kind of laughs it off. He then turns his back to you all. He walks up and very gingerly puts his hands underneath this nesting doll, and almost like he's carrying a hot bowl of soup, he turns to you, and he walks up, and he'll do this to you, Robin. This,
Go ahead.
yeah. If this is what you came for, then it's yours. And what you see is a nesting doll that is made of porcelain, and it has striking blue hair. You see that its face is painted. It's got bright blue eyes. You could see where the scarf around its neck makes for the top of the nesting doll. Underneath the bottom of the nesting doll, where there would be feet, it's kind of flattened, and there are just flowers engraved on it. And you could see that it is in pristine shape, not a single crack or blemish. And he says, "This is something that was given to the Estunia family from the Montagues, and now it is yours. Sex jokes and war crimes." And he puts it in your hands.
Thanks. Do you two know each other, Mercy?
Mercy cannot speak.
What's going on?
Mercy, you
Yeah.
you're back in you just go back into disassociating, and you are currently dressing one of your dolls, and the doll's arm breaks and forms a splinter, and it looks like its arm is broken, and you begin to cry because it was your favorite doll, and you played with it too hard and broke it. And nobody's gonna fix it for you. And then you hear the voice again, echoing in your mind. And I can't do Robin's voice, but it says, "Mercy? You okay?"
Mercy, are you okay?
Add reverb and a slight echo to that, and that's what you hear.
Mercy.
No, that's Stadium. Bring it in. Bring it in.
I'm doing this all out loud. This is not how Mercy hears it. This is how I'm talking right now.
When she does snap out of it, she runs out of the room.
I'll follow. Hi, Mercy, where are you going?
She runs outside to look at the sky.
Sentinel?
Are you gonna
What?
take an opportunity,
What?
Mercy?
You use pull-on master on Mercy?
No, I'm sorry. I sent it to the chat specifically to not draw attention
Yeah,
to it.
but it did, because I'm like, wait, what's happening? Okay. So you run out, and you're suffocating. You need air, and you hear the reverb of Robin chasing after you. They let you go. They don't stop you.
I'll just kind of jog after her, like gingerly holding this thing.
Yeah, You run past where you laid Hamish down on the ground. You make your way downstairs. You see the dead bodies, and eventually you fly out the front door that's open, and you are greeted with the night sky.
I probably would have taken the quicker path past Hamish and went on the rooftop since that door was probably closer.
Okay, you're on the rooftop in the night sky. And then you're alone, just you and Robin.
Hey, bud, what's up?
He works for my father.
Oh. Fuck.
I had to get out of there. I need a little bit. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. Should we kill him?
I don't know if I'm ready yet, or seeing how I just reacted, I don't think I can.
I could try and help. I don't know if it would work, but I could try and use some magic.
He's just a doctor. It's just psychosomatic. I was just taken off guard.
Robin, you're holding the nesting doll, and it is not a spitting image, I was about to say, but it absolutely is a younger version of Mercy. And you've always seen that Mercy is very young looking. But in the time that you've known her, she has aged. And she looks like this nesting doll's mother. You actually do see a couple crow's lines that are faint, but she's not this doll. Not anymore. Meanwhile, back inside, he's going to say, I don't know her, but she's an acquaintance. The daughter of a colleague of ours. And you're in luck. That colleague is also in town. Lord Montague. At the university, you see. And I am sure he would be...
Is that so? At the university?
Well, sorry, the community college. And I'm sure he'd be thrilled to know that not only is his daughter alive, but she seems to be in good hands.
I imagine he would, but I don't know for certain, but I suspect that it would not be your place to ruin the surprise. Wouldn't you think it would be more appropriate for her to make that revelation on her own terms?
Family reunions are personal and sacred, I say. And you're absolutely right. And he gives a slight bow.
Good. I was worried that we might have a disagreement on this point. It's encouraging to see that we understand each other. I have been misunderstood already several times this evening.
He's going to look over at Arato, and then he's going to put his hands behind his back, and he is going to take a few steps up to you, face to face. And then he's going to give a very slow bow, and looking at your feet, he's going to say, please understand this. The Estunia family is at your service. And he keeps his head bowed. You're looking at the top of his noggin.
I pat his head.
Eventually, he looks up. He looks over
I
at
don't know what
Estunia.
to do with that, so I am going to pat his head. Like, that's legitimately what's
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah. You're gonna see he kind of has a cow.
Of the peen.
He has a cowlick because the peen is slicked back and now it's like the
Yeah,
gel
yeah,
broke. You
yeah.
broke his gel.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Uh,
pat the head of the peen
Yeah,
delicately.
it's salty.
Just
and then-
not gonna give it too much caressing, but just like a tap tap.
You are welcome to stay here. You're welcome to. Well, you do whatever you like, but there is no misunderstanding. You have the nesting doll. You have a Montague in your midst. We're excited to be of assistance.
I thank you for your offer. We will walk our own path. We do not need these accommodations. All we ask is, and she'll look from him to the noblewoman that's with them. All we require is your discretion as to not ruin the surprise. Again, it would be in poor taste, I think, for such an event to be ruined.
He's going to give a nod and a smile. Lady Six jokes. Would it be too much to ask if we could be a fly on the wall when that venture, the reuniting of father and daughter happens?
That would be a decision not for me to make. I am more than happy to see if she would be open to the idea. One moment.
They both turn to you, Camille. Because you're the only one in the room with them.
He's still
Holding
just
a
there
scythe.
leaning against his scythe. Yeah, he just.
Hey, Mercy, just answer me this question. Did that man hurt you?
Not physically.
That's not the question I asked. Did he hurt you?
He supplied my father with the King Sage.
Do you blame him for playing a part in that?
In part. But I know my father is the one to blame.
So he helped your father hurt you. Hey, hang tight. Okay, bud? And as I'm walking, the moment I get into sight of Savvy's mind, I'm gonna say, hey, this bitch hurt Mercy when she was a kid. And I'm gonna say the same thing to Camille. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna give you a win. What was that?
Nothing. Keep going.
Sorry, I was muted. I'm still in
Oh.
the room with the doctor
Yeah,
and the.
so the moment I see you, you're gonna get this same message in your head.
Oh, okay, I see.
What
So I'm
I'd
gonna
like
say-
to say then is that I want that conversation to basically have happened while Savvy was having her conversation. Thus, I imagine they meet in basically the hallway as they're both departing, right? Like Savvy coming from the room, Robin coming from Mercy. And
Yeah.
that's basically about the timing of how this works out.
Yeah, so in your head you'll hear, that man hurt Mercy when she was a kid. I'll give you your opening, okay?
And you'll see that Savvy will have been like moving towards the door and then is just going to stop. It's going to look over at Robin. I see that we have been misunderstood once again. And she'll just kind of open up her arm to invite Robin to enter first.
Okay, before you enter, Camille, you're going to see he's going to walk over to one of the bookshelves and he's going to reach up, but rather than sticking his hand in the bookshelf, you're going to see a hand comes out of the bookshelf. And the hand looks like it's made of paper mache. And the hand opens its palm and 2 stones fall into his hand. The hand then creeps back into the bookshelf and the books close. And he turns to you and he says, I really do hope that we can be a fly on the wall. And he puts the 2 stones on the table, and they have what looks to be carved on the surface of these round, flat stones is a face. It looks like it's whistling. He says, one is for the person there, the other one is for us here.
They're sending stones. You already have one, Mercy. I've made them before.
Yeah, Mercy says, hey, I can make that.
I have made that. Savvy's holding one. and I made
If the missus says yes, then please take this with you.
Can I just, without saying anything, without changing my facial expression, just gonna stand up a little bit and with my scythe just kind of reach across the room and just slide the stones from the table onto the floor.
He's gonna notice. Well, I understand that is sacred. So, he looks at the stones and you see a paper mache hand reach out, grab them and slide them under the table, disappear into the bookshelf. Then, they walk in. Mercy, what are you doing?
She's just staring up at the sky. She's probably kind of sat down, leaning against the brick wall, and is just staring up, just recounting the stars. Just
Okay.
trying to slow her breathing and calm down. Trying to remind herself she's not back there.
Yeah. And you do so. You didn't even really hear anything going on between Robin and Savvy. But as you're slowly trying to ground yourself, you can hear the bells going off at the hour mark. You can see seagulls above. You can hear them chirping. You hear the shipyard not too far away from this district. And also you feel the cold. You are in Windic, which is so cold. The longer you stay out, within 5 minutes, you'll start to have a single layer of frost on your shoulders. But you are alone. Inside, you're going to see a very dapper Dr. Peen. He's going to say,
I don't want to step into the room. I just moved my token in there just so I could see, but I'd like to stay out in the hallway.
please, put your tokens wherever you want.
It's just from the hallway. I'm not able to see in the room. Oh, I am. Okay, it changed. Sorry for.
Yeah, I moved it for you.
Okay.
I opened the door.
So yeah, but I do want to communicate to them in their minds again. I'll say, I learned from that lady's mind that the bookshelves are trapped or protected, so I'm gonna try and get him out of the room. So in his mind, and this is why I want to do it out in the hallway so that the lady can't see. But I'm going to, in his mind,
Make a
if
stealth
you'll-
check first. If you're trying to do this subtly.
okay.
As they're all talking to Camille, the stones have fallen on the floor. You hear the stones kind of hit the ground. You hear them slide on the ground. You're not really sure what's happening. And I just want to see if you can get past this passive perception.
And I'm not trying to hide it from him. I just want to not be in her sightline. Like, it's gonna be very obvious to him what I'm doing.
Right, because you're going to make eye contact with him. But
Right.
not with her.
There's just like verbal and somatic components and stuff like that. Like,
Okay.
I just don't want her to see it. So I'm not sure. I mean, I'll roll stealth, but I just wanted to be clear. Like,
Okay.
I'm not trying to hide the fact that I'm casting a spell. I just don't.
You just don't want her to see you, so you're just
I'm trying to minimize the amount of counter spells that could fly into the situation.
I get it. Yeah, no, I get it.
And so I'm gonna do stealth. You say?
Ooh,
Okay.
the dice tell the story.
Wow.
I just fart real loud.
You know what I was gonna say before? I was like, honestly, Robin, I'm just looking to see if there's not a natural one, because you're coming around the corner, and you're trying to draw him out.
No, I'm not. No, I'm trying to do a spell right now. The reason why I was out in the hallway, I'm not trying to hide the fact I'm doing a spell. I'm just trying to break a sightline. So I'm not trying to convince him to come out. I'm about to cast a spell to get him to come out.
Okay. Well, he definitely does look at you, and also, Savvy, did you go in first?
Initially, when I thought that he was going to be entering the room, I did not believe I did. But if he was obviously staying outside, Savvy was still going to be re-entering. Her mind, basically, she didn't. If Robin wasn't going to enter, that doesn't really change the fact that in her mind, she's going to ensure that he is taken care of.
He is taken care of, meaning kill Mr. Peen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, like, I don't. Yes, to spell this out. Yes,
Okay.
we are going to kill Mr. Peen.
Okay.
We are gonna take.
When you
him
say
and
take care
cut
of him, I'm
down.
like,
We're gonna
stabilize?
dice him up.
Okay.
No, we're not gonna. No,
I'm
like,
kidding. Okay.
No tender caresses.
Let me do my. I want to do
Okay.
my spell thing. I think this will come into play a little bit. I think our plan will start to.
Yeah.
Make sense.
So, Camille, you hear it as Robin comes in. You then cast Unsettling Words.
So unsettling words that I just maybe my nat one where I just farted really loud. Maybe that's the unsettling word.
Deal. Absolutely deal. I'm glad you didn't do that in front of Mercy.
Excuse me. Sorry. That was an accident.
Fog cloud.
Fog cloud. Oh my god. And then I have to upcast it because I'm all out of second level spells, but I'm gonna suggestion. But what I'm gonna do is just whisper really quietly to myself, because that will satisfy the verbal component. But in his head, what he'll hear is something's wrong with the doll. I think it's probably a good idea for you to go to the front door.
Do I have? Wait, where's the nesting doll?
I put it like in my bag or something like that.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Okay.
please don't say you left that with me. That is not a smart idea. I will throw that. Just yeet it.
He
It's
actually
gone.
set it in the corner of the room, pointed so that it was looking at you.
Staring at you.
Oh no.
Listen, I leave this
I
with
put it in
you.
your peripheral. I put it in your peripheral. So you like, what is it? Oh.
I cast Mage Hand to carry the nesting doll and just guide it around behind her.
No.
Okay.
No.
I think it's
Okay.
probably just a good idea for you to go
Okay.
to the front door.
Okay.
And he has a minus. He has a minus. Come on.
1.
Fucking hell.
Okay.
That's been like your last 3 of those.
Yeah.
Damn.
My unsettling words has rarely been helpful.
Okay.
But
He's-
bamboo that kills people.
He was so
He's-
distracted by the fart.
He's gonna say,
Wait, did he succeed?
I'm gonna tell you right now.
What? Well, I just need to know for a potential follow-up spell.
The barbs.
Do you pass or fail? Because I mean,
And
maybe he'll try again.
God.
I just sent you a message
Silvery barbs is so narratively disrupting.
You sent me a message.
in not
Okay,
Discord, in
okay,
in game.
Okay. Yeah, I see it.
He goes, Master Phallus appeared to have shot himself, and you're saying that the nesting doll is outside. Is that what you said? You said go check on the nesting doll.
No, I said there's something wrong with the nesting doll. You should go to the front door. So my suggestion is
Okay.
go to the front door.
That nesting doll is priceless and flawless. Please, excuse me. And he gives a bow to you, Camille. He gives a bow to you, Savvy. And he turns and he gives a bow to Arato.
And nobody heard that. That was in his head. Like, you just hear Robin whispering out in the hall, but the words were only in his head.
And he walks out. As he's walking out, you're going to see Arato put her hand up and she's going to say, "No, wait! You know better than to leave your library." He ignores her and he walks past you and he goes out the door.
And I'm just going to follow behind him.
Okay.
And I hope everyone else follows.
I was gonna say, Savvy is going to look to her and say, "Well, if he should not leave his library, I shall go and fetch him." And she'll just leave. She's not gonna wait for her acknowledgement. She doesn't really care if she has permission.
Yeah.
She's just going to go to follow after him.
Okay. Camille, what are you doing?
Camille will give her whatever can be equated to be the Eastern Lafayette military salute before he leaves.
Is it like this or is it like
I
this?
like to imagine so, yeah.
Yes.
And then he
Okay.
just adds this to it as well.
Not quite. He's not that brazen yet. Give him time.
I was imagining this. Like, just
Yeah. Wow. Good flow
maybe
in
it's a
your wrist.
combination. Maybe it's a...
Default. That's really good.
Oh!
If we turn a strobe light on, that would look real. So, you hear footsteps, Mercy, as the door opens and closes, as you hear marching through the halls. And eventually the front doors open and you hear from above, down below, Dr. Peen saying, "Where is it?"
Yes.
Dude, I like the strobe. I thought that
I
was my
not
computer freaking
expecting
out.
that.
Okay. As soon as he gets to the front door, I'd like to do the same thing where I'm like, "Hey, time to die, bitch," and that's the unsettling words, and I'd like to cast Hold Person on him. So,
He rolled a natural 12.
wait, but he has a minus. He has a minus 5.
There we go.
He has
Okay.
a minus 5.
Okay. So less than a 12.
He is paralyzed.
Okay.
And then I say, "Go to work." And I
Okay.
look to Savvy and Camille.
Savvy, in kind of seeing him freeze, I imagine that Savvy is going to look back to Camille almost to offer him the opportunity to step forward. So long as he falls, my blade or yours, it matters not.
Yours will be quicker.
Right. So, with that said, let's go ahead and whip this up then. So, we're gonna do a...
Before you do that, Mercy, hearing this, knowing that he's outside,
She will hear it.
is there anything you're doing?
She'll get up and look over the edge to see if she can see them or not.
You have a bird's eye view of what's happening outside. Continue.
Yeah, so, again, I don't think that Savvy really looks at this as, like, something that deserves pomp and circumstance. But she will take a moment, and rather than immediately cutting him down, she's going to walk around to the front of him, having approached him initially from behind. And seeing him frozen, you know, such as he is, like unable to blink, unable to move at all, she's going to draw her blade and stand in front of him. For what you did, she may find herself unable to meet you here this day, she may not be that person. I am, however, that person. And in your last moments, think of her.
You see his eyes starting to get bloodshot as he hasn't blinked. The snow slowly falling in the distance. The candle or the torchlight from the front doors in the immaculate front yard. But he does nothing else. His pupils dilate.
Oh, okie dokie. So with that, Savvy's going to take her blade and she's going to, rather than stepping it aggressively, you're going to see these tendrils of black begin to wriggle and squirm along the edge of her blade as she pulls it out, and she is going to slowly begin to push it forth and into his belly. And it is going to be a slow kind of push, but she is going to use Booming Blade for this. It will auto crit. He is paralyzed, which means he will take that amount of damage. She is subsequently going to use her spell slot to Eldritch Smite, which will be critted, which means that he will take a total of 73 damage.
Wow.
Bruh.
Damn it. Who did that? You're fired. Who did that?
It was Toxin.
Toxin. Never mind, Toxin. You're dead. I wasn't
What are you
ready.
gonna do? Kill me?
Okay.
So I imagine that again, she stabs this slowly into his stomach, and as she does, she begins to arc the blade up, not so that it pierces directly through him, but so that it begins to carve up into his chest. And then a moment later, there is this concussive blast that sounds from within his chest. Though, as his body begins to ripple with the effect, it is almost as though the tendrils of her blade that have begun to take hold within him work to hold him together, even as his internals begin to be liquefied.
As all of this happens, you see the eyes completely turn red. You see his mouth quiver. And eventually he falls off your blade and tumbles down the stairs. And Mercy, I'd like to know your thoughts, but before that, I want to say it's anticlimactic. He rolls down the stairs, pulling snow off each step with his body, and hits the ground and looks frail.
There was a lot of tension while she watched all of it happen, but after she sees him collapse, all of that tension releases. And she herself collapses and starts to cry. Not of fear, but of relief.
The cold starts to bite. And the rest of you are going to see flying through the doorway coming from where you were or where you're standing, thousands and thousands of pages of books. And I need Savvy, Camille, and Default, aka Robin, to make dexterity saving throws.
Let's go.
Okay. Savvy, you are going to take... Wait for it. Sorry, guys. I'm going to roll this. Yeah.
Is it considered a creature by any means?
Yes, it is. Well, wait.
Okay, then.
Is it a creature?
Yeah,
Are you
is
asking
it
what-
considered a creature?
Are you asking what kind of creature or what its
No, I'm
its-
asking, is it considered a creature?
You know how like there's undead, giant,
No,
humanoid.
it is not a creature.
Okay, so it's not like
It
a
doesn't
living
have-
thing. It's
Yeah, it
just an
doesn't
effect.
have like. It
It
doesn't have HP.
it does have HP, but it is not a creature. Or I'm getting confused. Sorry, you're not asking if
I mean,
it's like a
objects can have
fiend.
HP technically.
You're not asking if it's a fiend or an undead. You're asking like you're not asking specifically, or are you just asking if it has like a heartbeat?
I
Is
don't
it a
care
creature?
what it
Is it a
is. I just need to
construct?
know: is it a
Is
living
it-
thing or is this an effect?
It is both, but in your case, Sentinel will work.
Okay, then as it approaches within 10 feet of us, I would like to attempt to make an opportunity attack.
Okay. Does that stop it? That hits.
Yes.
If it hits, its speed will be reduced to 0.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. This is interesting.
Sorry, this is the wrong attack. I'm sorry. Hang on.
No, it's the right attack.
14 points of magical slashing, and it gets stopped.
Damn it, Toxin. Okay. This is gonna let me describe this to you. A torrential wall of paper, 1,000 cuts, go flying towards you all, enough to shove you out of the door. It fills the entire door. You summon your scythe entropy, and you just instinctively stop it. And black ichor comes from the pages. And what would have done damage to Savvy doesn't. Standing before you is a book elemental. And that is
I
where
throw firebolt at it.
that is where we'll end our session.
I have one question, and I want to ask it now so that you have a week to think about it. Is it one of those things where it, like, as it moves past, whoever it moves past, it does damage to, or, like, because it was going to hit all three of us, right?
Yes.
So it moved past the lady in the library. Would
Mhm.
she be included? I don't know if it's like it moved and then did the area of effect, or it's like that one spell that every
Yeah.
time you run past somebody,
Yeah.
it deals damage to.
I'm-
I don't know what it. But I'll
Honestly,
give you time.
listen.
I'll give you a week to think about it.
I am so confused right now because honestly, and I'll just tell you, Dr. Peen has a ring of elemental command, and he commands a living library. And upon his death, the elemental was returning to the ring, and in doing so was going to do damage to you by flying through you. It wasn't attacking you as much as it was moving through you, but was going to do damage. So I have to kind of, I'd love to get some post D&D chat on, does it fight on it? It's under no one's control. Does it get released into the ether? It's a walking bookshelf of books, and
That sounds like a perfect mercy item.
and it is now standing right in front of
I won.
Camille as he's holding it in place with the scythe, and that's badass. But I'm really confused. So we'll end it there.
Camille, no.
Please.
Camille, knowing what you know now, knowing what you do about the shape of what's happening, I would like your visualization for how Camille stops this thing with his scythe, because that's badass, and I need it in my head. I
Uh-oh.
need it.
I froze.
Do this for me. Give me
We
this
see you.
gift.
You're not frozen on our.
We can see and hear you.
In my head, I imagine I've described his attacks with his scythe as being energized by Tavis and taking on an aspect of green flame as they've struck. So I imagine as hello.
Oh, why are there two of me
Oh,
now?
bye.
Oh, bye.
Hello.
Hey guys, who's got 4 thumbs and is super cool? This guy. Sorry, continue.
Yeah, I'll just proceed. as this flurry of pages approaches this wall of paper, he, like you said, instinctively just swings around, almost not even enough time to grab the scythe with both hands, just in one wildly flailing back as the scythe ignites with that green fire. And as it carves through a section of the paper, it begins burning some of them. And they recoil en masse, scared of this new force. And as they recoil, they become this swirling tornado of pages before coalescing into whatever form they take while stagnant.
Yeah, I knew you could do that, Justice. I fucking knew it.
Amazing.
Well done. That's so
I
fucking
mean,
cool. So fucking cool.
Amazing.
So fucking cool.
Yeah, that was amazing. Thank you for the sub as well, Giggles. Thank you. What a way to end the night. Okay. Ladies and gents, we are gonna call it an evening. We do hang out for about 30 minutes past the hour in our Discord where we talk D&D, and I would love to talk to each and every one of you about what happened tonight and the death of Hamish, and just everything up to this point. And you're welcome to hang out with us too, and hang out with the cast and the crew, get to hang out with Soren and our mods. We're also going to raid out to Leon Le Leon, who is going to continue his subathon for many more hours. So Leon, I hope you can take a break, but thank you for hanging out with us tonight, Leon. We really appreciate you. Wish you the best of luck on the second marathon half.
Also, next week is Valentine's Day.
Yes.
So we will not be playing, so that people have plans and things to do.
Yeah, I
Good shout.
am planning
Yeah.
on being in the studio, and you are all invited to come hang out with me in the studio.
You heard it here.
In
Monk has
real life?
collectively asked us all on a date.
Yeah.
And
Am I
I
gonna-
will gladly accept for
Yeah.
a piece of that.
No, everyone is invited to the studio. Giggles,
Am I gonna
Toxin.
be your Valentine?
If you want to be,
I
yes.
I sure hope so.
Yeah,
Yes.
we do sure hope so. So,
Oh my god.
yeah, everybody, we are just so happy to have you all. Tonight was special, so thank you so much. Anything else, guys, before we get the hell out of here?
Nope.
It's been
Rip
great,
Hamish.
and I'll see you later.
You know what? No, there is one thing though, and I mean this with sincerity. Like, aside from everything, like, this is a big night for a lot of reasons. Leon, thank you for taking a break from your subathon to join us here. I know that was a question in your mind, and I do respect what you're doing right now. I love that you were able to make the decision to do that, though. It means a lot. That was really cool of you.
It does.
We will. Beyond that, then, obviously, there are a lot of great revelations here tonight. Toxin, Hamish will be sorely missed. Thank you so much for the story parts that you contributed here in the campaign. I recognize, obviously, that Hamish's death is not something that is easily reconciled on your end. However, at the same time, I hope that you recognize the value you've contributed to this campaign.
And if I
Well,
may say, as excited as I am, or sorry, the other way around, as sad as I am to say goodbye to Hamish, I'm very excited to see what springs from Toxin's mind next.
Sorry.
I
Well-
got that flipped around. I'm sorry. As excited as I am that Hamish is dead.
I would like to say that that I am actually really excited that Hamish died. He had it coming. I'd like to confirm that I did fuck his mom.
You would think that he'd be distraught about losing his son, but no, Robin is not. He's
No, I
We're-
saw
No,
him
he's
as
just excited to
competition.
console
I saw
my
him as
mom.
competition.
We're gonna end this
I'm
conversation
gonna
in
go
post D&D
console
chat.
her.
Thanks, everybody. Stick around. Let's go give some love to Leon. Leon, you have 5 minutes before we're gonna send a couple people your way.
Okay, I might not be there immediately, but Mimir is over there. Go say hi to Mimir. He's taken over for me, and he'll be glad to know that he will be relieved of his post soon.
GG's, guys. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, guys.